Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, 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 let the light shine through. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome back. Hopefully, We'll have a great year ahead of us. How we doing? How we doing? How we feeling? How we having a feels like Monday. It's really a Friday, so we're gonna have one quick day, then into the weekend, then we come back full steam ahead on Monday. But Tash, what's up? Good morning. Hopefully, you guys had a nice New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Did some goal planning, reflection on your year, all that good stuff. We can get into that. We kind of did that last week as we were approaching the break, so we can get into it. But for the most part, we're gonna take a chill today. Look for some trades. We're gonna be jumping over to ASFX TV in about 45 minutes. That's where we're live streaming every single day, taking it into the new year. Nothing's changing. Full schedules back on. There's no days off of like a holiday coming up or anything like that with Christmas and New Year's like we just had. So perfect time to join. You guys all get your first month free if you want. If you sign up now, you get your first month free. Just use code FIRST or find the link in my bio on Twitter or YouTube, Instagram, wherever. Just go to ASFX TV and use code FIRST. You get access to all our live streams as well as all the 3 strategies on here. I just tweeted it out this morning. I did an update to Futures 2.0 December 1st, so about a month ago. So if you want to check it out, definitely a good time to study it over the weekend. Get ready for the year of like, what are you going to be trading? This is going to be your blueprint. A through Z, everything you need. Nothing is not in it on what you're going to need, right? Watch it, study it, and then come into the live streams as well. You got to pair them together. I wouldn't say just watch the strategy and go off and trade by yourself. You could, but chances are you're going to want some accountability, some feedback, some advice, psychology, whatever the case may be. So hopefully I'll see you guys on there. Like I said, we'll jump over to there today. We'll probably stay live here today, but every other day. We're just on ASFX TV. Clean rally up overnight. All buyers since the changeover. Not even one touch to the overnight VWAP since, what is that, 6 o'clock? Not even. 7. Damn. It's been a whole bunch of buyers. Let's paint the year. ES hasn't taken out its previous day's high. NQ has. So it's an outside bar day on NQ. That's good. That's nice and bullish. ES has not. That if you zoom out to the left, going back to last week, I guess this week, it's not a Monday, Evan. Jesus. It's Friday. Lock it in, folks. Where was our Monday then? This was our Monday. The start of the week, Monday. Tuesday was sideways, but ultimately painted a lower high. Wednesday as well. There was nothing yesterday. Could this be another lower high and we move back down to eventually, doesn't have to be today, make the lower low, because there are lower lows on the bottom to go with these lower highs. So it is in a short-term downtrend. So when sellers step in, or if sellers step in, we're not losing our minds of, oh my God, that seems so improbable. Go back to the left. The reason I always hesitate to short on a move down like this, even this small one at the open, whatever, is because we're not really bearish. So when buyers step in, I'm not surprised because we just keep on making higher highs. So keep that in mind of short term this week. It is more so leaning on the sell side of things until we get confirmation that longs want to be in, right? And it's going to go back and forth. If we go to the daily chart on ES, it came very close to an all-time high. So when we're this close to an all-time high, well, in order to get up here, there had to be quite a little bit of bullish days, no? So definitely money to be made on these bearish ones, but that's why there's four consecutive bearish days. So when it's red after red after red, we come in the next day looking for maybe red. And if it confirms it, great, let's go short. If it doesn't and it wants to be one of those bullish days, we'll react to that. So keep things simple. I don't really use the daily chart as any analysis other than what are we still doing? We're still in a bullish market. But keep in mind that this week, it could definitely be short-term bearish. So let me just make sure it's a really good long before I jump in. And ES not as far away from this overnight view up, hasn't touched it at all since the changeover, either as NQ, but definitely buyers are in control. I would say NQ taking out its previous day's high here is a good time for longs today because it's an outside bar day. The chances that we break a previous day's high and close that day bearish, right? So to close bearish, we'd have to get down there because that's quite a big move. The odds on that are very slim, very slim. So we probably close today bullish. Now, not to get too complicated, we close the day bullish means we close above here. Could we move down, do all this nonsense, and stop right there? Yeah, that would technically close as a bullish day. But man, was it ugly and was it pretty bearish during our New York session. So just keep that in mind, all right? Doesn't have to keep on making new highs. It just probably closes above there. Simple as that. All right. But we'll let the opening range set, 15-minute opening range, see what side buyers want to hold on to, all that good stuff. All right. Luigi, what's up? Jenna Lynn, good morning. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Hope you guys had a great one. Anyone go out, set some fireworks off? I know Randy was setting off fireworks, told him to be careful. I shared it on my story last night. If you guys want to adopt it yourself, I don't have it written out in like instruction mode. Actually, I might. So the way I did my goals, and it's not the only way I do them, but if you want to adopt it yourself, I would say go watch my Instagram story. It's Evan Dyer. Okay, I do. So if you want to adopt it, this is just one way. It's not the only way, right? But think 6 months into the future. What does it look like? Envision it, picture it, all the perfect life. Every door you knocked on opened, every opportunity you took, it went fabulous. It was amazing. You never procrastinated. What would be a perfect you in 6 months? Like, what would you want? And then you write those 10 goals in line with that, but in the present tense of like, I am making this much money. I'm driving this car. I live in this apartment. I bought this house. It already happened in your mind. Circle the one that's the biggest difference maker. Which one, if you accomplish that goal, this one right here, circle it. That would have the biggest ripple effect on all the rest of my life, right? It wouldn't be like, oh, I buy new shoes. That's not gonna That's not gonna matter. Maybe a goal of yours, but that's not gonna change your life. So, which one would be the biggest difference maker? Circle that. Move it to a different piece of paper. I'm going too fast. It's on my Instagram story. Then write on that new sheet of paper, how can I achieve whatever that one difference maker goal was? Write that down on the top. And then 20 things. You're going to write down 20 things you could do to make that goal being accomplished inevitable. Right? What were 20 things? If you did 20 things, this goal could happen. What are they? And then you're going to reorder those things you just planned out in order of maybe significance, importance. Like, what's the first thing you could do? Where's the attack? Like, where do we start? Right. So I think it is kind of difficult. I found it. Of the 20 things part, I'm sure you guys could all think of the goals you want in that perfect world. That shit's easy. But the what can I do? The 20 things, I don't know. I got stuck of like, I already, dang, like, what? I wrote that. I wrote this. Like, it could be anything. You could write a damn book. You could do this. Like, I don't know. You could stretch your mind and just think of ideas. Think of ways that if I did this, it'd be inevitable. So that's what I was doing, and I was at 17 for quite a while of like, I'm already stretching it a little bit of like, because I mean, obviously a lot of things are like in a basket of like it entails many things. So I don't be too specific, but that way it's just easy to stick to your word on like, these are 20 things I said can help me make this goal inevitable or pretty great chance of being accomplished. Let me remind myself of what I could do every day of those 20 things. And it's going to accomplish the goal that would have the biggest ripple effect in all the rest of my life, which could maybe also accomplish the other goals you have. Everyone's just going to write, I want to make this much money this year. It's like, okay, great. We all do. How does that happen? What are 20 things you could do to make that happen? So if you're not thinking about that, then I'm sorry, you're probably not going to do that this year. And then one other thing on that note, actually, because it kind of goes hand in hand with that for many of you in here and anyone that's new, tuning in for the first time, or you've been here since 2025. Appreciate you all. Hopefully I'll see you on ASFX TV. We'll probably rant on there as well, me and Austin. And then all next week, like I said, you get your first month with the link down below. But with the payouts, you guys probably all, I'd say some of you, definitely wrote down a goal on I want to take $100,000 in payouts, 50,000 in payouts, 200, whatever the number was, right? I don't care. You probably wrote it down and then thought for a second, like, am I retarded? I've never taken a payout. Why am I setting this crazy one? Like, it's probably not going to be accomplished. One, someone's going to take 100,000 in payouts. Many people are going to take $100,000 in payouts. Why not you? Honestly, why not you? Just because you've taken none, I understand that it's a little outlandish, but you can. You could have one little moment, one little switch that sparks a huge change that everything you did in 2025, all that knowledge you were building up, one little change can really excel it and skip like 2 years, a year, whatever, right? It doesn't have to take as long as 2025 did. That you're maybe not as far away from getting there as you think, right? It's not like you become You're a terrible, terrible trader. You're all right. You're getting a little bit better. You're good. You're pretty good. You're great. It's like that's like 5, 6 years if we're going years wise, right? That you can speed it up and get from bad to good pretty quickly, and then good to great very quickly. You know, I think more so once you're good, you can get great a little bit better rather than going from bad to good. That's maybe the more difficult one. Um, but I would say shoot for those goals, aim for those goals, and even if you come up short, as cliche as it is, it's still pretty damn good. You know, if you shoot for 100 and you make 80, it's 80 more than you took this year. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. The question is on ASFX TV with me, Austin, James, and Randy, and Zarb, who's going to take the first payout of the year? And I don't want to hear they're trading in December. They're going to initiate the payout today. That shit don't count. I guess it does. Does it count? They're taking the payout in the new year, but like the trading wasn't from the new year. I don't know. I might let that slide. Taking money is taking money. Because I remember that. I did that last year. I took out 10K from Top Step in January, but the trading was done in December to build that up, you know? So tricky. Who knows? But yeah, that was a year ago. Damn. I pulled my entire Top Step account at our Dallas event. We had our live in-person event in Dallas, the first one I've ever spoken at. And many of you guys were there. That I took out 10K live from Top Step while we were there. Because on the I did the 30, I don't know if they still do it. I don't think they do. After 30 days of $200, right? How like the payout target's like 5 days of what is it now, 150? But it was 200 back then. But if you got 30 days of 200, you can clear the entire balance, whole account. So I had done that to two of my accounts, but I was at 29 days the day before the event or 2 days before the event. I'm like, shit, I want to, fuck, we're running out of time. I want to be able to take the payout there while we're there. So on the day before, I'm in Dallas. I had landed at the hotel. We're just chilling. Austin's in his room. I'm in mine. Trying to get on the Wi-Fi. It wasn't working, first of all. I remember this very vividly. Austin texts me that he's in a trade. I'm like, you fucker. You don't need that. I need that. I need the trade. I can't get on. Finally get on. I scalp a little long. I got over the 30 days. The next day was the event. Took the payout live. Cleared the account balance live on the first day. And then by the second day, it wasn't, not that it wasn't confirmed. It didn't hit the bank yet because when you do the entire withdrawal, it goes to their whole risk team and everything. They have to say, like, are you sure you want to close the whole thing? Like, you're going to, I'm like, yes, give it to me. Give it to me. So it didn't hit the bank while we were in Dallas, but that's all right. Very great memory. And now we have our next one coming up in May. We had one last May. We're going to do another one this May. So if you want to join that, the link's also in my bio for that. If you want to come to our boot camp in Tampa, Florida, rather than Dallas, we're about like 70% sold out. Brian Shannon's going to be there. Tanner, Lawrence, Randy, Austin, James is coming to America. Chris Drysdale, KV, Zach Boyajian. I mean, I think there's 11, 12 speakers, something like that. So fucking nuts. And in Dallas, it was just me and Austin. Little quaint, little personal event, I guess you'd say. And this one's going to be a giant room with many, many speakers in 2 days. But I'm hyped. Last one was great. This one's going to be even better. So ES and NQ trying to make a push back down to the overnight VWAP, which is what we would like to find some longs. Not that we don't like longs above VWAP, but just a little too damn high up there. On my YouTube, many of you probably saw it's gone now, unfortunately. If you go to my playlists, 25 Days of Trading series. I did it last year. There's 2024s, as we're in 26 now. Damn. And then 2025. The videos are changed. No longer Christmas. They're normal. They actually look kind of tough. They look pretty good. What's the first video? I think this is the first video. But very good, very good, very good. So if you haven't kept up on this, this is pretty much a lot of daily reviews. And also, since it's 25 days, it was every single day there was a video. they're not all daily recaps. So some of them are just general trading advice, trading stories, trading psychology, whatever. It's not like this is a day where it's about that day of making money. But then other days I'm just speaking about copy trading, payouts, the indicator itself, assets you trade, whatever. So definitely check that out. A lot of time spent on that. Vikram Boss, what's up? Good morning. Paul, what's up? Good morning. We all excited for the new year? We got a lot of things planned already, and a lot of things that you don't know about, but I know about that I'm also hyped on. So truly is. It's been nice that every single year there's been something elevated, if not everything's been elevated. I think everything. Yeah, why not? I think everything. That just going to be exciting to see where we all go in 2026, and then again in 27, and then again in 28. As well as, I mean, I don't know when you guys all started trading. I would be interested to know when you guys all started. I would say not started, yeah, started for real. Not like when did you find out what trading was? You tried it for a month and then put it away for like a year. When did you really start trading? Because like if you started in 25 or even 24 and you're still here, like on this stream and still trying to figure it out, that's a W. Because you got to think about all the people that did start in 24 and 25, even 23, and they're gone. They didn't even make it to 25 or 26. So huge W to still sticking it out, making it work, determined to make it work. Because it is, you can very easily give up. I remember my first, I'll probably say 3 years. I was terrible. Let's say 2. Yeah, let's say 3. Fuck it. 3 years I was ass. It's very tough to be ass at something for 3 years and still be like, no, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna make it work. Just that delusion that you honestly do need, especially if you do start off rough. Now I always say it on podcasts and things like that. The first year, I wasn't really trading. Like I don't know what I was doing. I was on baby pips. I wasn't around anybody, taking notes in my notepad on random ass indicators and strategies. So no shit, I sucked. But like when I really started going at it around a good group of people, it didn't take that as long as 3 years. But yeah, realistically, 3 years, 2 years into mine, I was still all over the place trying to figure things out. So hopefully it doesn't take you guys that long. First of all, because you guys are here, hopefully we could shorten that learning curve. I mean, that's the whole thing about streaming. It's not like you come on stream week one, you're taking payouts. I don't know who you are, maybe, but just like it's going to speed up the learning curve. Same thing with the Black Shirt Club, more so. Like we're all going to have to pretty much go through the same touching the stove, mistakes, lessons. No one's going to avoid it. It's just a matter of how quickly can we get through it and make the changes. Now, when I was touching the stove back then, making mistakes, I don't know what to change to. I don't know what to do. So I'm just going to keep on touching the stove, hoping I figure it out. That's a waste of time. Now, if you know how to pivot, what you should be doing, how other people got through it, you can maybe figure it out quicker and change it quicker, aka speed up your learning curve. So that's really what it's all about. I truly believe that because again, we talked about it on Friday's podcast. I did, or today is Friday. God damn, did one with Austin, Randy, and James, a home team episode. We were talking about just I mean, Randy. First of all, he's like in year 1.5, 2 years, just insane. So it's just a matter of like, it doesn't have to take that long, but you touch the stove enough times, get around a good group of people, you can make the changes faster. As well as with the streams, we could teach you this VWAP, and I do teach you the VWAP, how I trade it on my YouTube. The full strategy is here, and yet you'll go through it, and in a month, 2 months, you're still not making money. Why is that? I'm not shitting on you by any means, but why is that? It's not the strategy. The strategy works. You also know the strategy. So it's not like your lack of knowledge. You know what a VWAP is. You know we're above this. Buyers are in control. I don't think anyone here is confused on that. So what is the disconnect? It's all the other bullshit psychology shit getting in the way of overcomplicating things, straying from that plan, over risking, over trading, lack of patience. You name it, other than the strategy, it's that. So you can go through that ASFX TV strategy for free here, but that's only half the puzzle. Then come into the live streams and watch us implement it every single day of what to avoid, what to take, where to put your stop, how to get out of the trades, what to risk, all that good stuff. And it's free right now. If you use code first month free for everybody. So you're starting the year with us, get a full 30 days. If you don't like it, you don't like it. No hard feelings. Luigi started in 24, right around when you released Features 2.0. See, I didn't have that, Luigi. I didn't have Features 2.0 when I started, but that's nice. Trev, what's up, my man? 2024 as well for Chef. Mid 25 started to get profitable. A few payouts here and there this year, I believe. What the fuck, Chef? Starting 24 and taking payouts in 25? Fuck you. After I just ranted I was shit for 3 years, you're just gonna come in and be like, took me like 6 months. Damn. But like I said, we were also saying everyone is different because everyone's coming from a different place of background, experience with money, risk, whatever, patience, um, the people they're surrounded with from the start. So it's not like it's out of the question of like, oh, how did you do that so quickly? Makes sense. But good for you for sure. But it is still impressive. First 8 months just watching the stream and seeing how everyone came together. Again, I didn't have a stream in the beginning. Tillis, what's up? I've finally mastered your course and I feel so good about it. Jonathan, what's up? So he's saying he mastered the course and feels so good about it. I hope so. And I'm glad you feel good about it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Like I said, it is half of the puzzle. If only it was so easy as I told you what to do, which I did. But you're going to have the mental strength to wait for your time to do what you're supposed to do and when to lay off and not do what you know you're not supposed to. Trev, does the stream start at normal time? Yeah. 9:25. I think today, since it's Friday, we'll keep running it here. Give people an inside look to start the year. We'll keep you guys live here for free on Twitter today or on YouTube. But then every other day, we're going to be just back on ASFX TV. It's boring, but it's mechanical and safe and keeps you out of your head. I mean, if you want an exciting strategy, I don't know, go chase breakouts and lose all your money. I don't know. I don't want it to be exciting. I don't want it to be smart either or overcomplicated. I want it to be simple, repeatable, tough to mistake, and tough to fuck up if you do the repeatable things of it. Now, we're all going to take shit trades and we're all going to stretch the rules here and there, get away with a bad trade, get punished for a bad trade. That shit's never going to change, unfortunately. It's just a matter of, let's just refer to it as like getting punched in the face, aka blowing your account, having a max red day, losing an account over 2 days, whatever. You're going to all lose accounts this year. You're all going to have a terrible 2 weeks, 3 weeks of trading. You're going to question yourself at some point this year. Me included, everything, everyone. No one's excluded from this. It's going to happen. So if you think you figured it out, you haven't. You're going to have to just keep on going at it and you'll be good. You'll be fine. I'm not saying it's going to tear you apart. But when that cold streak comes, how do you respond? When you do lose that confidence a little bit, how do you respond? And as well as getting punched in the face, we're all going to get punched in the face, do something stupid, take a bad trade, oversize, go back into an old habit, whatever. But how often does that happen? If it happens once a week, you're screwed. If it happens every other week, you're probably still screwed. If it happens once a month, maybe you can get away with it. Twice a month, whatever. You know what I mean? That's like right now in 2025, you were blowing accounts every week or having a max red day. You were trading so well Monday through Thursday. Friday, you gave it all back. You came in on Monday with revenge. Again, a deeper hole. But then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you figured it out again. And then boom, right back to the hole. It's like, shit, doing good, but that one day. So it's like, okay, it's happening too frequently. If you could have that really shitty day of yours 3 weeks from now, but in those 3 weeks, you built up 3 great weeks of trading. Maybe you took a payout and then that shitty day came. All right, took a payout. And then that shitty day came. So it sucks, but hey, took a payout. Right? So just about like how often are you sucking? That's really what it comes down to. Because you guys all have great days. You guys all find green trades. You guys all know what a good entry is. That's not an issue. I don't think anyone in here trading the VWAP strategy has a 30% win rate. Maybe if they're very early on, right? But it's like you guys know how to win. We don't know how to lose. That's more so the factor that's driving us to not get payouts. So just work on having things happen less, right? I still have a tilt day, but maybe once a quarter when it used to be once a month. And before that, it was every other week. And before that, it was every week. Just have it get a little bit less frequent that you suck, and you'll be good. Make sense? Make sense? New Year's was good. New Year's was good. Excited, planned all out. I mean, we still got this weekend. I'm gonna do some more planning and thinking because, like I said, there's a few projects in the back end that I'm not gonna announce yet. Many of them you already know, but a lot of them you don't know, and we'll keep it that way until it's ready. But I'm excited. Excited. Great year last year in 2025. I think for all of you. I think the BSC definitely took out the most payouts we've ever seen, as well as you guys on stream. Did an update to Futures 2.0, and I think you guys are enjoying that. So I'm proud of that. Happy of that. YouTube's been growing nicely. Doing another in-person event. In 2025, we did two. I spoke at my first one last January, and then another one in May. So I spoke at two live events in 2025. That was pretty fun and cool little experience to speak in front of a crowd. I speak in front of you guys here, but it's different when you're in a room, shaking hands, meeting people, getting to know other traders. Um, Made a lot of new connections in 2025 of traders yourself in real life, in person, shaking their hand again. Moved to Florida, went back up north. I was the best man at my brother's wedding. Went on vacation, went to another wedding. What else? When we were in Dallas, I saw my first rodeo. Just a lot, a lot, a lot. Crazy stuff. And the losses are mistakes. Some are valid, but you should know which are mistakes. Yeah, we're all going to take losses, but you know some of them that are standing out of like, that was stupid. What was that one? That'd be like me, I don't know, shorting it right now, trying to get it back to overnight VWAP rather than just letting it get there. I'll long it back up at the open or something. I got to schedule the next week's streams. I got to reach out again today. I know I'll let him announce it, but Zarb, I don't know if he'll be back next week. Maybe this week. I'll reach out to him today, actually, again, to figure out if he's going to be live streaming this week. Otherwise, this is the schedule. And if you guys ever have questions on the schedule of ASFX TV streams, it'll all be here. But like I said, we just have today, and then you're back into the weekend. So I would suggest, honestly, watching Futures 2.0. Trev has watched this. Tulissus has watched it. Chef, Luigi. I mean, many of you already have. So go watch the update. If you've never seen it, go watch it. And if you have seen it, go brush up on it. Get ready for that new year. What should be your plan? That's actually one thing I do need to still do. As I've said, I've done my planning and reflection of last year, but I do want to do a little bit more planning on the trading side of things. On like what specifically are we keeping? What can we get rid of? Risk, allocation of money, all that different shit. Because I mean, nothing. I don't remember the last drastic change. I mean, I don't even know what a drastic change would be. But I remember it was probably in the process of building Futures 2.0 a year ago. I was doing it, and then through that, I was like, I have this. What was it? I'm gonna make it up. That it was like some other VWAP, and then just going through the markups, building the strategy, filming it all. I'm like, I don't really need this. It's not really part of the plan. So let's just take it out. Right? It's the same thing of like you guys have an overcrowded chart of watching this level, that indicator, the TDI on the bottom, whatever. It's like, I assure you, 1 to 2 of those things can go. You don't need them. You think you do, and you think it's helping you. And maybe it does sometimes, but if you took it away and learned to trade without it, you'd be fine. So that's why you see one line on my chart right now. Maybe you'll see another one if we put on a previous days in New York. But less is more. Less assets, less time at the desk, less indicators, less. Yeah, less. Less. That's about it. Trev, that's awesome. 2 months into stream and had the best year trading. Best trading in a year and a half. Beautiful. Let's keep it up. Plenty time still to go in 2026. volume and delta help a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not saying you can't use anything but a VWAP. Like keep just one VWAP on. But like figure out what your 2 to 3 things are going to be. 1 to 3, right? Is it VWAP and bookmap? Is it? I mean, I guess volume and delta go hand in hand with bookmap. I wouldn't like classify that as 3 things: volume, gamma, and bookmap. That's one thing. You're watching bookmap. So bookmap and VWAP, VWAP, and yesterday's high and low. I don't know. It's just like, why get so overly complicated with it? One, you're going to have a giant checklist that's going to freeze you up when it's time to actually act. You're going to have to go through this list and say, let me see. That's checked off. Yep. Okay. What about this second thing? Do I have that? I do have that. What about the, oh shit, the trade left. What the fuck was that? Why are we waiting? That's one. Two, you're going to go through your 6-thing checklist and something's going to be in the way. If I put on a VWAP, I don't know where I could find it on that day here. I don't even know where I put that. Just a random VWAP on Mondays, 2:30 in the afternoon. It's like, oh shit, we're rejecting it. I don't want to go long today. What the fuck is that VWAP from? So there's always gonna be something in your way that's just gonna keep you out of good trades because you have this, what you think is this really smart sounding plan and strategy, bulletproof. Where it's like, just keep it consistent. Now you can't just have one thing on and then on Tuesday use bookmap, and then on Wednesday use gamma, Thursday use a TDI, whatever the fuck. Because it's like, yeah, you're keeping things less, but you're switching it way too often. That trade with that less for a good amount of time. Get really good at it. VWAP is king. Yes, sir. Price is what pays. VWAP is king. I feel like I've dropped so much sauce this morning. So much sauce. And hopefully, as we're here, January 2nd, when I go live next year on January 2nd or 3rd, hopefully many of you are still here. Or you just are hanging around for fun, but you guys are crushing it. Crushing it. Oh, I mean, we were talking about that on the podcast. Randy a year ago was at our Dallas event, raising his hand, asking me a question. Fucking man took 7 payouts in December. How the turns have tabled. So, a year is far. So I wouldn't go that far. But 6 months from now, you could be very close, if not already at the goals you have set in your mind. By March, you're one little switch away. Now, everyone's obviously in a different spot. If you just opened up a trading book 2 days ago, then maybe not 2 months. But for many of you, you guys are already working at it. We're doing it in 2025, coming in this year. That, yeah, you guys have built a little bit of a foundation. You guys can probably get there quickly, or quicker if you just went alone at it, you know? So I'm excited. I'm excited to see who stands out, who has a breakout year, who does really good, who wants it, because I could tell who wants it and who actually does things. When we had the Black Shirt Club calls on like one-on-one and like to see who's going to join, because we had to see if it'd be a good fit or not. So many times the words didn't line up with the actions, as it does for many people. It's not the end of the world, but if it's just a repeatable thing, it's like, all right, yeah. Sounded all well and good. Sounded like you had great intentions and great plans, but we're not sticking to any of it. So I don't know if you really want it. I remember I was on another Black Shirt Club call. He's actually back in the Black Shirt Club now. But we were on a call, and I think he said the goal of like he wants to make $10,000 a month from trading. And he wasn't not sticking to his word, I guess. But the whole idea behind that conversation, I remember, was similar to what I said at the beginning of this stream about like your goal setting for the year. Think about what that $10,000 a month, whatever the hell number you threw out, what that trader does, what he thinks, what he doesn't do, what he does do, what he reflects, how he operates, who he's surrounded by. If none of that lines up with what you're currently doing, why do you think you deserve that 10,000, that 20, whatever you want? Right? It's not what they would do, that professional trader, that high level trader that you're thinking of. So get in line with it. Line up with what you think they do, how they act, who they speak to, where they put the energy. Otherwise, why would I expect that?
Why are you on fire this morning, bro? Calm down.
It's Evan Dyer as everything.
Calm down.
I mean, fuck that guy.
Dude, it's the second day of the year. You're out here spitting all
Randall,
this
this is a
fucking...
good talk. Nice. Good. Hype you guys up. Motivate you to start the year because it's going to be a good one.
Can you hear me?
As
Ed?
he jumps on in, muted. What's up?
I'm not muted.
Yeah, you are.
Check.
Yeah.
Check. Chat,
Can you hear him, chat? I can't hear him.
Check your audio. Yeah, your volume's turned down. Turn that volume up.
I got nothing.
No?
If I click on your square, it doesn't say you're muted.
No, brother. Abby can hear me. Everybody can hear me.
They could hear you? What the
Starting
fuck?
it off bad.
My
this
volume's
year,
up,
dude.
chat. That's weird. Why can't
Better?
I hear him?
No? Interesting. Do you... Hi, everybody. Happy New Year. Oh, Evan. Let's call him and help him out here. Let's see what he says. Yeah. What's up, dude? Can't hear you. Do you have the tab muted? Oh, you just left the stream. Yeah, maybe just leave and try. All right, leave and come back. See if that works. All right, good try. That's so funny. You want to see my contact picture for Evan, everybody? Look at this. I don't want to show his phone number. He'll get mad at me. Look at that contact picture for Evan. Oh, somebody screenshot that. Go back and screenshot that. What's up, chat? Good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, it feels like a Monday, doesn't it? It feels like a Monday, but I'm glad we're here. We're going to hop in this morning. Got a couple of exciting things to share with you guys. So I'm cooking up a few new videos. I just posted a new one going over the last payout for the year here. That one is up right now. This one with that $3,500 payout thumbnail. So that one's up and running. This one, I have the entire boot camp from last year edited into one 11-hour video. Isn't that awesome? 11 hours of me and the guys talking trading, taking trades. You see the whole thing. The reason why I wanted to do this, and I'm going to get it posted maybe later today, I wanted you guys to be able to see what it was like to fully be there for the 2 days. 11 hours is both days, basically. So, I mean, minus the cuts in between where there's bathroom breaks and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you're on the fence about coming to the event, this hopefully will get you off the fence. Now being able to come in and see the entire event from last year, I think will move these last 20 tickets for me. And then I got an interesting podcast coming next Saturday. So no podcasts tomorrow. We're still off for the start of the year. But I got Ace of Trades. Some of you know him on YouTube. Some of you know him on Prop Hub. He just started that new company. He's an affiliate with Top One Futures. That's how he and I met. He has a crazy fucking story. Like, he goes on to explain to me how he did not have the trials and tribulations like many day traders have. He did not lose a bunch of money when he got into day trading. He literally was successful from the jump. So it's very interesting, almost speechless at some points of the conversation where I'm like, okay, next question. Like, he answered it and there was no deeper because he's just doing well, like so well, from 2000 to this $15,000 trade. He tells the story about his mom walking in on him, not walking on him jerking off. She walked in on him with a $15,000 floating P&L, and they're Filipino. So, I asked him, I'm like, dude, for them, like the immigrant mindset, the Asian, like just the work ethic of Asians like that. Like, I was just very curious to know how his family felt about that too. But then he takes that and flips it into success trading options, flips that into success trading futures, and now doing the prop thing. He tells me how he ran his first prop accounts straight to max profit, straight to pre-live with Top One. He was, on the top step leaderboard after taking, I think, a $300,000 payout in a month, like over multiple prop firms. So I asked him, I was like, are you sim farming? You know what I mean? Like, that's a valid question if you're going to tell me you're taking $300,000 in payouts. So I asked him, I was like, are you a sim farmer, bro? Like, admit it. And he did. He said he is. So but he explains how that's a lot harder to do now than it used to be. So, which is fair. I do agree with that. So this morning, everybody, we are going to be trading as usual. I've got my pre-live account from Top One Futures here pulled up. and ready to go. We're going to be trading on ASFX TV and on X today. So if you're watching on YouTube and you're watching on X, we will be staying here for you guys today. Usually we're only live on ASFX TV. So like come Monday, no more free stream. Only on Fridays are we free for everybody. So, but I hope everybody had a good new year. I hope everybody is excited. I heard Evan give you some motivation this morning. You know, I'm not even about like feeling the new year as a new year. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm about it. It's just like another day. Everything that you want to be doing today to start the new year, you should have been doing in December. You know what I'm saying? So what are you doing just starting today? That's from someone who can be disciplined. If you're someone who struggles with discipline, maybe today is a significant motivator for you because it's the start of a new year because we said so, right? Yeah, exactly. Another day in the office. So overnight, it's easy to say in hindsight, I did like the longs, right? After we gap up to 6,900 to start the new year, double bottom here in the Asian session, and then it really exploded a lot further than I thought. I didn't think we'd move 40 points overnight. So with a 40-point overnight move, like I'm definitely looking at this 69.20 price to see if we hold and buyers defend 69.20. If we do, I know I need to be long from 69.20 into 69.40. That's my setup. So we'll be watching that. If we break and slice 69.20, I think shorts can come into play pretty quickly after that. I don't see a lot of structure in here. Like this could slide quickly. So I would be willing to be short under 69.20, but not above it. I'm not short up here. Not today. Now on Bookmap, 69.33, back up there, 604 contracts sitting right in here. Very interesting. You see those right here on the heat map. So we'll watch that as well. I know a lot of you took advantage of Bookmap with the sale. Man, you ain't going to get another one like that. You see that thing on the banner behind me? You know what's crazy? Look at that. 6.02 million views. I crossed 6 million views on YouTube yesterday. I got the email yesterday. 6 million all-time views, man. That's definitely one that I'm proud of. I don't know. Especially when we talk about discipline and consistency. 6 million. Sheesh. Morning, Austin, the best YouTube Shorts producer on the weekends. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I mean, it's just, I could show you. If you guys want to see it, I'll pull it up. I'll show you. Like, you don't make any money off that YouTube shit, though, bro. Let me tell you. Everybody's like, I want to be a YouTuber. You got to have a business brain and be on YouTube. You don't want to be a YouTuber because if you're a YouTuber, you rely on YouTube ad revenue to pay you. That's ridiculous. Like, they suck, and they can control everything. So the way to do it is you build your brand. That's what I've used YouTube for. Build the presence. And then monetize that in different ways, right? Through my own stuff, selling other people's stuff, whatever it may be. If you didn't start prepping in 2026 for 2026 and 2025, you are already behind. Bobby Boucher, yeah. Hell yeah. 100%. 100%. Yeah, looking back to just on all the podcast guests that I've had on over the last year, it was an incredible year for the podcast. I'm just super grateful that I'm connected with so many amazing traders, and I think that my trading doing so well, it's a byproduct of me being around all of those people, So I told you guys I have the long video going up today, but if you wanted to see as well, like I have each segment from last year's seminar broken out right here for you as well. This is on my YouTube channel. So not only do we have the streams on ASFX TV, but this is a great place to kind of get deeper with us here. I want to show you. I think you can go back to all these interviews way back in the day with Steve Burns. It's crazy. But if you go to the day trading show, most popular podcast that I've done so far, Tori Trades, 50K views. Is it because it's a girl? Is it because it's her? Is it because I said dick pics in the title? I don't know, but it's definitely up there. Bookmap, crushing Bruce, Rips, Jen, that was a good one. Kyle in person, Jade Cap, that was epic. Justin, I try to get Justin back on again. We just don't cross paths well. Time zones and shit. He's all over the place too. Doing music, doing a bunch of shit. I'm just trading. I do music, but I don't post about it. Aaron, that was an interesting episode. That one started out so funny, dude. If y'all want to laugh, bro, if you want to laugh, go watch that episode 95. In the beginning of the episode, I'm like, yeah, man, how's everything? How's your girl? Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, we broke up. I'm like, oh. And he's like, he said a couple other things. He's like, yeah, we can crack that hole if you want to crack. I'm like, no. We're here to talk about trading. Like, stop. I literally said that. I'm like, no, dude, I'm not here to talk to you about your girlfriend breaking up. I was just being polite, bro. You could have literally just said, fucking, she's fine. We're fine. I would have never known. I'm never talking to you again. We're just doing a podcast, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Patak, Brett Simba. So I got the prop firm boys. Got James from Take Profit Trader, the CEO gang. Nick Stewart up there. It's interesting. Look, yellow thumbnails do well. That's interesting. Nick for ticks up there too. Wieland. Burned Skurupinski. That's my guy, dog. Oh, there's another one with Nick, and there's Rebecca. Dan Chung. Haven't talked to Dan. And there's big old Brian's mustache. Look at that thing. Me and Brian are doing another podcast on Tuesday. Oh, there you go. Back to back, Brian. Look, a year ago, and then this one 8 months ago. And I think there's another Brian on here somewhere because we've done one before. Yeah, look, we going all the way back to episode 74, 2 years ago with Brian. There's Zarb. Tanner's first episode, Christine, Sam. Yeah, look, there's Mr. Foose, only 5K views. That's crazy. There's Evan, a couple other top step people, Slade. This one was cool. Jared. Yeah, it was a good year for the podcast, man. A lot of good combos. Tom Basso, a lot of market wizards. Mark Ross, 40K payout from the Black Shirt Club, and then banned from Apex. Classic. All right, let me get the other stream up and running before I forget. We're going to just jump right in this morning, gang. Like that. Good morning, good morning. Boom. Let me get the boys in here. I don't know what happened to Evan. It's like I joined and I just ruined his entire thing. Good morning, chat. Good morning. So I'm putting the link at the bottom of the screen here for the boot camp. I know we'll talk more about that as the stream gets going, but let's see what we can find, everybody. We got 3 minutes until markets open. You know, the big thing here, I was watching a few videos about silver. I'm very curious to see what happens. I mean, the pullback is natural, right? Like this isn't just going to go straight up forever, but I'm not in the boat of thinking that this is a done move. You know what I'm saying? When you see the physical price of silver in Asia and in Dubai and in, well, I guess that's technically Asia, I believe in Australia, I saw this morning, silver price is higher in the physical than it is on the paper. The problem is the paper has exposure and leverage going against it on both sides of the trade, long and short. So someone's getting squeezed as this thing goes higher, and they're trying to suppress this thing to bring it back down. But if the physical price is at $100, the paper's just going to catch up eventually, isn't it? That's my thought. What does catching flame up mean? What does that mean? Catching flame up. What's up, Lance? Good morning. Let me just double check we're running rock and rolling here. Good morning, everybody. Gab, Jesper, good morning, everybody. What's up? What's up? What's up? Caesar, good to see you. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. Did my computer blow up? Nope. We're just rocking and rolling. Yeah, Evan's computer might have blown up. We may have to send him a new computer. We'll see. So overnight, market is up 42 points ES. Someone would say, do we need to use the ETH or the RTH down here for trades today? I'm going to say we leave it on only because I know I like to see this 69.20 price hold. That's the price I'm looking at, everybody. So that's the price I want you guys to keep in mind. Maybe if you're taking notes, because I always call out these levels as we're trading, take notes. 69.20 is the price that we're starting to focus on here at the beginning of the stream. 69.20. Okay. January 2nd. You know, I turned 31 on Sunday, everybody. Getting to the point where you don't really mention your birthday. You don't really want to talk about your birthday. You just keep it moving. 31 on Sunday. Jeez. Edgar, JJ, good morning, boys. Gab, good morning. Lucas, good morning. ASFX TV chat, good to see you. If you're new in the chat, please say good morning. Let me know where you're coming in from. I'd love to know where all the new people are coming in from. Starting the new year right. We had somebody join the Black Shirt Club this morning. Shout out to Tate, getting his new year started right. We got a Black Shirt Club meeting at 1 o'clock today, so we're locked in. Shaw, Mike, good morning. Edgar, what's up, buddy? Good morning. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Randy will be on in just a second here, everybody. We're going to make sure we're live on X. Happy B-Day. Thanks, bro. It's not yet. It's not yet. Chill. Let's see. Yeah, Randy, I think if you're in the studio here, buddy, you got to tap in and sign in on your X. There you go. What's up, bro?
What's happening?
What's up? You got to log in on your X or something on our StreamYard here so you can stream to it. At the top where it says edit, you got to get us set up so we can stream to your X page. You don't have to do it right now, but
I'll do that next time. I thought I had it set up already. I got YouTube set up. I must just not have X.
Yeah. Alex Rodriguez is in the chat. What up, A-Rod? Diego, good morning. Lucas, good morning. Michael C. Caspar, good morning. Who's new in the chat? Where are you new? Where are you coming in from? Randy, did you have longs overnight?
I had actually had, but I didn't close it early. I just took TP where I had it set to, and it kept ripping. So that's I just thought with everything that happened yesterday, like I can pull up my markup in a second, just went through everything. It was just lining up that we're going to have one of those days where it's just going to move higher in the overnight. I actually think it's going to want to drift higher in the New York session today too.
I agree.
We got really no news. We got some S&P manufacturing here in 15 minutes, and then really nothing else.
No, you have so much support at 69.20 on ES, overnight a level, overnight VWAP, previous day VWAP. We have so much action right here that I could see this coming down, playing around, and then getting out of here very easily today. So that would be an easy trade back up into 69.40. Like it's textbook for us. So I'm cool to wait and see if we get anything. I mean, there's good volume here in the H contract, Randy. I'm seeing 119, 179, 132. Everybody's excited to trade. They're back at the desk, And you got Google up 2%, Nvidia up 2%, Tesla up 1.5%. Stocks are up, silver's up 3%, back up to $74. So we're here. Welcome to 2026. Don't say 2025 anymore. Randy, I was saying this morning, I'm like, if you waited until today to start some new habit or start some bullshit, bro, you're a fraud. Stop lying to yourself. You should have started it when you thought about it in December, right? And that's why, what have I been saying to you on our staff meetings? I'm like, when we had the meeting last week, I'm like, I got nothing to say. Everything's rocking and rolling. We're up, 20% growth this month on ASFX TV subs. I'm like, this is why we got prepped before. We didn't wait till today to come up with the grand scheme and roll it out. You know what I mean?
100%. That was my problem, dude. My whole life, I got complacent through the holidays. And I just struggled to get back to it. And this time I was like, I actually saw somebody post something. It's like December 26th. And he's like, if you're not back to what you normally do, Christmas is over. Like if you're waiting till the 1st of January, you're too late. You're fucking, you're cooked. Yep. Right. And I was just like, I didn't stop. I didn't take, and I think I said this to you, I put my foot on the gas. Like I didn't slow down over the holidays.
Nope.
Right. When I had time, I fucking went hard. So.
Yep. Okay. Cameron's having some issues with ES, MESH 2026. Nope, I'm good. Mine's rocking through CME. Make sure your data's good. That's why I bought the Captain Williams. Yep. Trev, 100%. Shaw, good volume on the book. Yep, I agree. Man, Roop is from Vancouver, where Randy's from. We're doing another Vancouver meetup. So anyone listening here, we're on X today. We're on YouTube today. We're on Facebook. I'm even streaming this on Facebook to give everybody an insight at what we do here on ASFX TV every single day. Calling trades, reading the market, but I'll also let you know of our fun events. We've got the boot camp coming up in May. That's in Tampa, but Randy's going to be doing something, I think, at a golf simulator for people up in Vancouver, Seattle area, right? When did you?
I'm going to have something locked in here for Monday. I'll have a date set and we can start.
Because you got to do it when you come back from Mexico, or are you going to do it before?
No. Probably it'll be first week of February.
Okay.
I'm going to do it before I go for sure, because I'm going to be gone for 2 months, and I want to make sure I stay. I still chat with everybody that I met at the first trader meetup a few weeks ago. So I just want to make sure, to nurture those relationships, man, because it was a really good time. And I just can't wait to meet more people. Like, look at Man Roop just said in the chat. He's from Vancouver. Like, how awesome is that? It's crazy how
you're taking over
the world
Vancouver,
it is,
Randy.
but how small it gets.
But I don't think there's a content creator trader who's really blowing up from Vancouver other than you. So if you're in Vancouver and you look up trading and then you see your sexy Indian face, dude, they love you, bro. They love you.
I love it. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. So let's give it a few minutes, everybody. It's the start of the new year, but it's also a Friday and it kind of feels like a Monday. So we're not going to take any trades here until the opening range is set. If you're new to the streams, the opening range is the 15-minute high and low set between 9:30 and 9:45. So we need another 10 minutes, but this is doing exactly what I'd expect it to do. I'll pull back into the 69.20, which is overnight where we slowed down. It's previous day VWAP. I'd love for price to sit here a little bit longer and we find longs away from this price. I think shorts are going to be a little bit tougher today. And here's why. Your overnight VWAP is above your previous day VWAP. Dotted line is above the light blue previous day VWAP. For really good shorts, we'd want that dotted line underneath previous day VWAP. We want full VWAP alignment. So where I'm looking at this from every day is, where is full VWAP alignment going to be? Right now, we have previous day VWAP below overnight VWAP, and New York VWAP right now at this exact moment sitting on that dotted line, that overnight VWAP. So if we break into 24, 25, 26, we are in full bullish alignment, and that's where we want to be long. That means probabilities are in our favor with the 3 VWAPs that we use, more so than they would be for shorts. Could shorts still win? Yes. Could these longs still lose? Yes. But do you see where I'm coming from? Line up my VWAPs, give me the highest probability, trade the trend that's been established since the start of 2026 last night. The trend is up overnight. So that trend, if it wants to continue, will be easy to be a part of at that price, but not down here. You can't just jump in long down here. Everybody with me on that?
Why are candles red and black? Aren't they normally all black?
No, they've been red and black for a while.
Wow, I didn't realize you went back. I just thought they were all one color forever.
No, I went back a while ago. I don't even remember when, honestly. Yeah, there's 127 contracts at 69.10 right now, so a little bit lower, Randy.
Yeah, I'm watching that. That's basically previous day's value area low.
Okay.
Yeah. Through the overnight session, all those levels got tapped nicely.
Yeah.
They held, and then we got another push higher. So
Evan said YM is shitting its pants. Oh, yeah. Look at that thing. Hang on.
Ooh.
So what's down? What stock is down in YM? Because tech is up. Meta's down, but tech looks up. NVIDIA gapped and is running. 190, 147. Netflix down. Ooh, big candle on Netflix. Let's check a screener here. It is the first day of the year, so it's probably worth taking a look at the heat map.
is it one of the banks?
Could be. Let's see. Yeah, so NVIDIA's green. Broad market, though. Like, so your health technology is red. This is in the S&P. Let's just look at the Dow Jones. Yeah, so banks are down a little bit. Boeing's down a little bit. Nothing like crazy, though. CRM, like Salesforce, is down 1.5%. McDonald's and Disney's down. I mean, Disney sucks. I don't even know why we would talk about that. Visa's down. JP Morgan's slightly down. I don't know why YM is getting dumped.
We got us a 20-point opening range with not even halfway set yet. So
That's good. Let's check our NASDAQ. I mean, NASDAQ looks more flat and green. Look at tech. Intel up 4%, almost 5%. AMD up 4.3 right now. AVGO up 3%, you know? Qualcomm's up 1.5.
NASDAQ basically ripped off its all-time high VWAP last night. That was kind of where the bottom set in on that low on NASDAQ, where ES and YM are both below their all-time high VWAP.
Okay.
So we have a bit of divergence there, but still, like I said, I like the longs. There's no reason to not like the longs.
Netflix is dumping on Stranger Things. Yeah, what a shame. What a terrible way to end that show.
I didn't even watch it, thankfully.
No, and like I think you can look at like the IMDb rankings of the episodes, bro, and they're getting like 4.9, 6. It's like, looks like Top Steps Trustpilot reviews.
I just saw something where a story came out how they were saying like it was like a total flop. Like season 5 was like, like everybody's saying like, you know what I mean? Not even just the conversation.
No, it's not even just like a conservative point of view. There's even liberals flipping on it. That's how you know it's bad. Alex is asking how to set the VWAP. Alex, we use a free indicator. If you just go to indicators in TradingView and type in ASFX free, you'll see it's here. Free automatic VWAPs. There's also free automatic VWAPs and key levels. That one's going to be available for most of you too. So that's exactly what you'll do. And then it'll automatically anchor that for you. Can you go over the settings of the new indicator? You shouldn't have to change anything. You want it open, high, low, close, divided by 4, the way I have it set. I only am using start of day, previous day, and New York session. That's all I have. And then I got my New York session range here. This is totally up to you, whatever you want on, though. That's why we built it this way, you know? But I'm liking this price action so far, Randy. Just checking the chat. What are the 3 VWAPs? Yesterday's session and the third one was New York. Felix, good question. So the 3 key VWAPs, New York VWAP today, dark blue. Dotted line is the daily VWAP or the overnight VWAP at 6 p.m. last night. And the previous day VWAP is the lighter blue color VWAP here as well. Those are the 3. So we can give this some time here. Randy, how long are you staying? Because it's Miles' birthday. Why are you here? I told him not to come, everybody. I told him, I'm like, dude, it's Friday. I can hold the stream down. Myself, I got it, bro. Like, it's fine. He's like,
what did I say? What did I say?
I want to see the people. I miss the people.
It's the start of a new year. It's Friday. Miles is still sleeping. I wanted to see everyone in the chat say what's up. I wanted to see your beautiful mug. I'm not going to see anybody till Monday. So you know what? I just wanted to pop in and say hi. He's as soon as he's up, I'm gone. So
Okay.
full
Good.
disclosure, but he should
Everybody
be
tell
out.
Randy, get the fuck out of here. Go hang out. It's eight payouts in 7 weeks. What is it? Isn't that bro? Both
No,
of us.
5 weeks. 5 weeks. 5 weeks. I had to beat
7
you.
payouts in 5 weeks for Randy.
Eight.
Is 8 payouts in 5 weeks. And I'm like, bro, go hang out with your family. This is the time to enjoy that a little bit, bro. And he's like, no, I have to come. I have to come see the people. The people love me. I must see them. Bring the gold.
100%. That's exactly what I said to you this morning. Exactly in that same accent and everything, with the turban on my head, and a snake and a flute. I was charming my snake.
I think I scared Evan off stream today. I get on here with him because he's doing the pre-market thing, and I start talking. He can't hear me, but the chat can hear me. He ends up leaving and never coming back. I think he's dead.
He's probably got to make sure the cat didn't fall in the toilet. For everybody in the chat that wants to know,
don't start that right now. Don't start that, dude. Save that story for a better day. Oh,
we'll wait till he comes on. We'll wait till he's
he
on.
has to be here for that.
Oh man, but you know what's crazy? I literally joined the Black Shirt Club. 1 month after Miles was born.
Wow.
He's turning 2 today, so that's 23 months. I've been in the Black Shirt Club, and you know what I mean. Like, it's been a grind, but the best thing I ever did. Like, completely getting into trading and really focusing and honing in and just grinding it out, like, has changed my life. So super cool that I get to look back on that every time on his birthday. I get to think of that. February 2nd was my first day in the Black Shirt Club.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Steven in the ASFX TV chat said, good morning. I'm 1 trade away from a payout. Congrats. Once you qualify, what's the process and do you get paid same day? What firm is it with, Steven? If it's with Top 1 Futures, yes, definitely get paid the same day, especially if you get it done earlier in the day. You know, if you get it done later in the day, you might not, just because of banks and stuff closed. But yes, I've had same day payouts. I actually just posted another YouTube video about that this morning. If you go to my YouTube channel, you can watch the one I just took that $3,500 payout last week. So that video's up, 8 payouts in 8 weeks for me. So I was talking about exactly what I did there. And now I got this pre-live account where I've taken already a daily payout out of this. So no buyers yet. Not yet. Glad you're here. Yes, William. Yes, Randy's big testicles. First time joining. Glad to be here and looking forward to good trades. I got Bookmap too, so hoping to learn. Yes, absolutely, Marshall. You hear us call out levels a lot here. We're looking at this 69.20 area right now this morning. So we're watching that. Randy, I'm best thing I ever did trading, having Miles second best thing. Yes.
I'm just getting razzed in the chat between Gage and
oh, that's
at least Hillary doesn't see the chat, so I don't care.
That's so funny. It's good. Dude, I like Gage. Yeah, I got a podcast scheduled with Brian on Tuesday next week. So that should be good. I was going down memory lane this morning looking at all the other podcasts I did with him. The first one I did with him was when Tom used to work for us back in the day. Some of you may be around since then.
Yeah, I think I did. I was around for both of them. I joined when you did the first one with them.
Yep. All right, so maybe buyers starting to show their hand a little bit here on ES and Q as well. Just like this price. I don't like the way that price is moving right now, but I like this price. So
NQ held its overnight VWAP like nicely.
69.20 was the price. I said I like longs above that. So this looks good. I don't want to throw an entry in here in a bearish 15-minute bar here right at these VWAPs, even though I know it could bounce off this VWAP.
Well, let this news is coming in here in 45 seconds. Let it shake out for a second anyways.
Yeah, that's a good point. Have you both tried ICT or order flow? Does order flow, why? No, the answer is no. But Zach trades a little bit of ICT. If you watch Liquidity Concepts, which is the new course we posted here on ASFX TV, if you watch that course, you'll get a good grasp for the way he interprets it, which I think is clearly working. Dude's, again, another guy taking killer payouts this year, right? New dad, Zach. Okay, let's see. Bookmap's getting a little dark here. 69.32 still lit up above, and then 69.10 down below, still a little hot. I could see this popping. Just because. Like we said, what are we selling for today? Nothing.
Michael Schwartz is looking at the short, so maybe he knows something we don't.
Well, we're above VWAP now. Let's see. Right on this overnight VWAP, though. If that wasn't there, I'd really like the way that this is starting to curve. But I can give this another minute or two. Let's see. It may shoot up to 31 and fill these orders, 31, 32. Like the news may carry this higher. Stop down at 69.10 would make sense. What do you think, Randy? I know you're not going to take anything probably yet.
I actually want to get in long right now. Like it will trade up into these orders at 32, I think, for sure.
Yeah. Let's give it another minute. It's a news candle. It's still the first minute of the news.
I like how you got me being patient, Austin. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, Michael, I watched the vid. Michael's talking about he's short biased because of geopolitical news and stuff and silver and stuff. I think silver's going to get squeezed to 79 within the next few weeks. I think you'll see $80 silver because it doesn't make any sense what's going on. The physical price of silver is now decoupling from the paper price. All that means is that there's big banks short silver and they can't get out. They're getting squeezed. So they're suppressing the paper price while the physical price is going to continue to rise because there's still going to be demand for physical bars when China is now shutting down exports completely. So everything's about to change with silver. I think silver's about to go on a mania. I think everyone's going to be trying to buy silver in the next couple of weeks. People will buy $100 silver. Yep.
That video was crazy.
You watched that, right? It was crazy. Yeah. I shared it in the Black Shirt Club, Michael. You should check it out.
Was that guy AI?
No, he's just an Asian guy. You know how they talk.
Yeah, just his voice. And I'm like, is this fucking
robot,
AI?
Dude. That's why I'm like, I'm listening to this motherfucker, bro. He's smarter than me on any day, bro.
He's the quant.
That dude's about to be my quant, bro. How many subscribers they got on YouTube? I'm like, okay, he's probably right. Probably got some good stuff. Now, here we go, maybe. It's just this overnight VWAP. It's having a little bit of an issue with, but see, now it's going to take them 31s, 32s.
I got long at, what's my price? 23.50.
There it goes. Look at that. Called that. Damn it. Yeah, I think more people are going to buy silver. I think they're going to flood the market. I think this is, unfortunately, it's going to end badly because eventually there will be a pullback. But when you have the decoupling of the, you have the decoupling of the physical and the paper price. It's not like the physical price is just going to come back down to the paper price just because people are short on paper. The physical price is what the paper price has to come meet. That guy was predicting a gap up. He wasn't wrong, but it wasn't a massive gap up. But we are up 3% on silver. There it goes, 31s, 32s. $42 next, Randy? You're going to take it all the way?
We're back at the opening range high, so if we break through this with some strengths, I could see 42 getting tapped.
It's first break of opening range high.
Yeah.
You could just snag it here and then get in again if it pulls back. Unless for something is telling you, you got to have a good indicator to think this is going to go another 10 points.
I'm just watching the CVD jumped from, what is that?
Yeah. But that's not what we trade on. First break of opening range is going to usually attract amateurs and then get a retracement. So where's your rules process? Where are you at on that? Like, do you exit at first break of opening range high? Or do
I wanted to see that this 2-minute candle close and where we close either above or below opening range high.
See, I think that's too slow for me because like I've seen it pin and then flip, and then I'm like, okay, I could have been out of that, but then because I'm waiting on you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, there it is on the 1 minute. So
yeah, Troy caught it. Nice. A couple people caught the long. Good. Man, Roop already loves you. He took longs at 20. Yeah, that 69.20 was the price. We called it. Yeah, I see the book map. The book map looks like it wants to go higher, but I would just still trade opening range high as a key level. If you zoom in here, you think it goes higher. You zoom out, you see why this is going to come back because it's hitting the same high it hit pre-market.
got short off the pullback to New York VWAP and overnight VWAP for shorts to 914. Bagged.
Michael's long at 21. Nice. 400. then 100 out at 29. Nice. Good job. Mike's already out. Okay, good. Yeah, I'd be out too. If you call it 20 to 32, you call it 12 points in 2.5 minutes. It's a good win. I want to ask, the 1 month free, is it going to automatic paid or is it me? It's all automatic. So don't try to fuck me or whatever, whoever said that. You're going to get charged. You can't scam the system. There you go. There's 38. Now that looks like a news jump. So is it now? Nothing's coming through on Financial Juice.
I just brought my stop up. I'll see if I can get another little push up out of this.
It's pretty close to that value area high.
Yeah.
I should stop trading, but I want more. What do you recommend? Stop. You should only, the answer to that question is always stop, because you're asking that because you're not confident in knowing your setup. When the market's now making a move like this, are you going to get setups up here? If the answer is no, then that's the answer, no. But if you don't even ask that question, instead you just want more money, you're asking it from a place of money, you should definitely stop. Could believe 920. No. Nice.
I'm up.
Nice. Good win. Good job, everybody. Very nice longs. Yeah, we didn't say with the copy trading now on top one futures, 10 accounts is crazy, isn't it, Randy? I've got a couple guys that send me screenshots. They're copy trading 10 Ignite accounts, bro. 10.
I'm really was like humming and hawing about it. And I was just, yeah, I don't know. The allure of copy trading right now doesn't, I like being able to trade some different buckets, but I was going to do like 3 different buckets of the Ignite accounts, like 3, 3, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
But it's crazy. It's even if you can trade the trailing drawdown, like if you can trade Apex successfully, the 10 straight to funded pro accounts, that's where it's at. The ROI on that is insane, but you are obviously having to stay within an ESS, which is a lot tougher, and trading the trailing drawdown.
Yes, both are much tougher. I agree. Yeah, so wait, I didn't tell you this, Randy, before you go. I put together the entire 11 hours of the first boot camp is in one long YouTube video now.
Oh, nice.
Look, there you
good.
are, dude.
Yeah.
So I got to put the chapter markers on here, but I'm going to get this posted, everybody. I'm hoping that this will move these last couple of tickets that we have. You know, between this and the podcast with Brian, I'm hoping that helps get everybody over the line. You know, our payouts have been incredible. You'll have all the people on stage have taken payouts in December. Some of us, multiple payouts in December. So it's an amazing opportunity to come to an event and network and learn with so many really good traders. Randy will be there. It's already booked. So you can go to asfx.biz/bootcamp, everybody. I'm going to put the link on the screen here, and I'm also going to run this quick little highlight video. Ready? Check this out. Bear with me. Randy, what are you most looking forward to about the event? One thing. Don't give me a whole rant about how great it is. One thing.
I don't know. You can't throw like, that's like putting me on this, like, what the fuck? That's not cool.
Come on. One thing from last year that maybe you want to see happen again, or maybe a conversation you're looking forward to seeing somebody you haven't seen in a year.
Oh, man. Really? I guess just seeing the growth in everyone, like seeing everyone coming back again, the people that have already, that we've met the first time, and then seeing their growth from like 1 year later. I think it's like how I was reflecting today on how like Miles is turning 2 and it's been 2 years for trading and all that. Like that, I think is going to be the biggest highlight for me, because that is like true inspiration.
Yeah. I think that that's going to be pretty surprising, because you'll be surprised how many people are repeat coming back. You know what I'm saying? We had, I mean, a bunch of people that bought in the beginning when we first dropped it are people who were at the one already last year. So definitely, that'll definitely be satisfied. I'm looking forward to just hanging out with Brian, you know, and shooting the shoot. Because I have a feeling there'll be a conversation with Brian that somebody has, or even me, that is better than his keynote. That's my prediction. Hanging out afterwards, drinking, sitting by the pool or whatever we're doing, right? He is from Colorado. I wonder if he'll toke up with us. You know what I'm saying? But he probably won't smoke a cigarette with you, just so you know. I don't
I don't
see
know if
him
I'll be
with a cigarette.
smoking cigarettes by Tampa, to be honest. Like I don't
No,
really
if we
even
go to the
like.
casino, we should have one. Just
I'll have
one.
a cigar.
Okay.
Cigar.
Okay. All right. I'm good with
I'll
that.
bring some cigars.
We did that last time. That was good, actually. I like that. So yeah, everybody, we have less than 20 seats left for the event. The info is at the link at the bottom of the screen here. You can just go to our website, asfx.biz/bootcamp. This is a picture of the room last year. And this year I'm doing twice as big of a screen. It's going to be a lot bigger because we're filling the entire room. And we got a whole lineup of guest speakers. Randy's on here. All of these guys have taken payouts, like I said, not just last year, but even in the last month. So I'm excited to have Chris on stage. I think Chris is like my Chris and KV. I'm very excited to hear from them since they did not speak last year. Carlos asked in the chat, Randy, let's go over the trade. Let me give the thought first on the VWAPs, and then you tell us why you took the entry where you did. So the idea behind VWAP alignment is what feeds this trade. It paid Randy in like 6 minutes. These setups come when you understand the priority of these three VWAPs, everybody. And this is on our free indicator. So if you just search on TradingView, ASFX free VWAPs and key levels, you'll find this indicator. What we were saying this morning was if you just take it to a 15-minute chart, we see the dotted line, which is the overnight VWAP. We see the blue line, which is previous day. And the New York VWAP is in here because that's right at the New York session. We know that if we are looking for longs above 69.20, which is this price here, we're going to have VWAP alignment, which means that the previous day VWAP is underneath the overnight VWAP, and that's underneath the New York VWAP. So then those longs, if you were long at 24, 25, up into 35, that's the easy money. That's the trade. The shorts are harder because if you were looking for shorts in here, your overnight VWAP is above your previous day VWAP, not below. And if it's looking for shorts, we need that full VWAP alignment below. Does that make sense, everybody? So then when you look at this trade on a 1 minute or a 2 minute, you can see why longs anywhere in here kind of makes sense. Buyers have now taken control. We have a bottom to put a stop loss at. We saw the orders at 69.10 and nothing in between. So we knew that made sense to have the stop there. And then this comes back to being a textbook mid-range trade from Futures 101 and Futures 2.0. You're entering in the middle of the range. As we break VWAPs, you're trading to the top of the range, right? Randy ended up squeaking a little bit more out here, but I think if you exited here, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Randy, why did you take the entry exactly when you did?
Basically exactly what you said. On Bookmap, you can see here, like I brought it back here. This is the news comes in, shakes out. Austin actually had me wait for a minute, but you can see the orders above us, and there are some orders below. But again, those orders at 69.10 were there before we broke up back above the New York VWAP. And then for me, opening range low, previous day's value area low lined up, price found a bottom here. I was liking the longs from the get-go. NQ bounced cleanly off its overnight VWAP. And like I said, NQ is above its all-time high VWAP, so it's the stronger of the indices for me. So I'm looking at that. And again, just like Austin said, we get back above the New York. I waited that extra minute. I wanted to get in at the 20s, but I just patiently waited a minute. I got in. And the reason I held in longer is because there was order sitting up here at previous day's value area high, and I just wanted to see it pin, and then I could see it, the retracement back into the range. Where normally
right there,
this value area high wasn't here, I probably would not have held into the first break as long as I did. I would have took profit sooner at the first break of the opening range, but seeing the orders there, seeing this level, and in the overnight session, if I go back and you see the chart, we held these levels nicely all the way up into the overnight session, and then even into coming into New York, we held these levels. So I'm going to use these levels as strength today with the opening range and with the VWAP.
Sure.
And basically that's why I held into that trade. And then I could have had a TP set up here, but I would have missed it. So I got out. I just dragged my stop up when price popped there, and as you can see on map here, the CVD is just climbs.
climbs. Go to a 1 minute really quick, and then I'm going to run through these questions. Keep the questions coming in the chat, everybody. We will come back and hit them all. So if you look at the 1 minute where he took the entry in that big candle, everybody, that's why I did not take the entry. I called it from the price to the top to the right, but I didn't take it because like I like a nice close on that candle. When that started moving, I was talking and I just didn't take the entry. I don't usually enter in the middle of a candle like that. I like to wait for a close. So because we didn't get a nice 1 minute close like this one, if this would have just closed right here in that pin, I would have probably bought it right there, which would have been at the same price Randy got in. Randy's just getting in the momentum candle. That's just not my style. That's why I didn't take it. But I'm clearly fine to be flat as long as I'm not losing money, right? I'm glad everybody else is making money. Just be a little bit aware here if we get into the advanced details of this. Are you going to always chase these big bars? Like, is that really what you're going to do, everybody? Or are you going to try to wait for closes? You know what I'm saying? That's just a thought to be critical of, not to just be like, I'm hot, I can't miss. No, let's be very critical.
It's not even about, for me, it wasn't being hot. I listed 10 things that I saw line up for me before I entered that momentum trade.
And it could be like, think about it like this. I was saying 69.20, 69.20, like, if you're really convinced on it, and I was not talking to you guys as much, maybe I do play it just to play the 69.20. So if you're playing prices, maybe that's more your style versus playing candle closes. I try to do a little bit of both, right? And then sometimes you just miss them. We're going to still find other trades later today, and then Monday, and then Tuesday, and then Wednesday, and then even more next week. So it's like, you just got to be okay with sometimes not taking it if it doesn't fit exactly what you're looking for. Once you know what you're looking for, I know what my good trades look like.
100%. And I would like love to have bought it off 69.12 off previous day, off the opening range low, but I don't trade against I don't fight the VWAP. Right. So I got to wait. Right. So it's like things got to line up for me. And then with some discretion, I enter that trade on that momentum. Like I said, there was 10 things that lined up to me prior to that, my entry. It wasn't, I just saw this candle pop and I'm going to enter on it. And I think that's where a lot of mistakes people get made when they see people trade live, like when we're streaming and whatnot. And I'm glad we get to go through and explain why we are doing what we're doing. And it's like how Austin called me out. Why am I not taking profits at the opening range high? Well, now I explained why I didn't take profits at the first break of the opening range.
Yeah. And if you would have lost that, bro, then that would be a different conversation. If, all right, maybe
100%.
You know what I mean? So it's like you saw something that is part of your style, part of your field to say, I'm going to be willing to stay in. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm trading what I see. Right.
Right.
And that's what
at the end of the day, everybody, we want you to build confidence in your way of doing this, right? Not being me, not being Randy, right? And honestly, a lot of you just need wins. Randy is amazing. Randy got this part of the move. Still hasn't gone any higher. If you got out right here, you did fine. Don't think you need to get that top, everybody. That's not what we're trying to get you to, okay? Especially with mid-range trades. And so this goes to the question. Do you take your entries off the 1 minute? Randy's on the 2 minute, I'm on the 1 minute, but the time frame doesn't really matter unless you're waiting for a candle close. You should be trying to play the price, right? Felix said, is the stop loss beneath the swing low or beneath the VWAPs? So Felix, you need to watch Futures 2.0. Mid-range entries, which are mid-range is here in between opening range high and low before opening range high and low is broken. When we are in a trade before the high and low of the range is broken, if we're buying in the middle, the stop has to go right here at the bottom, maybe a tick or two below that pin. It's not based on any VWAP. It's based on opening range low. Okay. Marcelo said, so do you think the entry price of 24 is good? I think we kind of answered that already. Randy, what indicator do you use for the value area high, value area low, POC, or do you mark them manually?
I mark them. I use an indicator called SVP, but I have to mark them manually.
Okay.
And I do it on a 30-minute time frame on electronic trading hours.
There you go. Tom, how often do you do the boot camps? Once a year, brother. They are a big deal. We do not do them often. That's why 100 people are coming to this one. And I saw there's some other event going on with a bunch of scammer boys going to it in Miami, and they couldn't sell tickets, so they started offering it for free. We will never do that. We charge $1,000 for this event because it's extremely expensive to throw a 2-day trading conference. So just know the difference in quality. You get what you pay for, everybody. Do I need to give you the triangle of love, the good, fast, cheap speech? I don't think I need to say it again, right, everybody? If it's free, how good is it? We give you a month of ASFX TV for free. That's it. That's all I give you. 1 month. Then it's $100 a month. Nothing good.
Those guys, those whatever you want to call them, Lambo boys, whatever, those scammers, they were selling the tickets they had a package for like $5,000. And you're telling me they're giving the tickets away free now?
Said, right? Like it's like the scammer boys are selling something for $5,000. Yep.
What a joke.
Well,
don't ever be expecting anything free from us, right?
Yeah, I mean, free month is all we do, and I think the free month is a sign of me. This is just my thought. I was like, if I give you this for free and you fuck with us, you'll show up every day. You'll fucking see we win more than we lose. You'll stay. It's worth $100. I don't think $100 is a lot of money in today's fucking world, unfortunately. So it's like, you know, we're appropriately priced to our competition. Other people charge $200 a month and they do less than we do. And they suck at trading. At least we take payouts and help people make money. All right, questions. NFX tuning. Nice. What is that? That's a car thing, tuning. You guys go over the trades later in the day on Discord or Black Shirt Club. Not asking if you call out the trades, asking if you go over the entries. Yes. So like today, let me show you. It's a great question. Today we have a Black Shirt Club meeting. So what we do is in the Discord here, we just got Tate in here. I can make this a little bigger for you too. We got Tate in here. So everyone's saying hi to Tate. We have the Black Shirt member chat where we go over trades all the time and we're talking, look, here's Zach's baby, right? And then we have our call recordings, meeting recordings. Every call is recorded and stored here, summary with text and video. And then everyone gets a thread. This is not how many people are in the group right now. There's a lot more than this, but these are the people who posted today. And then everyone gets a pod, depending on how advanced of a trader or new of a trader you are. So you'll be operating in the pod. You'll go over the daily trades in there. You'll also be posting your daily trades and your report cards in here, as Edgar does, and everybody does, and we give you feedback in here. We also then share our daily report cards, me and Randy and the other coaches, for you to study ours as well every single day. That's what the Black Shirt Club is. And it's only $500 a month. So look, a lot of you have lost $500 on a fucking sports bet, right? And it's probably a dumber decision than 3 group meetings with us every single week for a month. So I can't wait for the event. Don't miss the event if you're able to. Debating skipping my boy's wedding for it. Morgan's my boy, bro. That's why. They're doing it for
Morgan came last year with the
Morgan was with the boot, dude. You'll never forget.
Broken foot, ankle,
broken foot, dude. He's coming. He shows up with a broken foot. He's worried about skipping his butt. Dude, fuck your buddy, bro. I'm thinking longs on another one of my accounts is still viable. Absolutely, Dan. Longs are still in control. Now the question is, do you like the long setup off opening range high, or do you wait for the deeper pullback into, like if you look at Bookmap, I see orders down here at 27. 27 is right here near the New York VWAP. I think there'll probably be a pullback there for another leg higher. That's the trade I would wait for, that I will wait for. Matt Evers said, Somali daycares are $500 a month. You're right, dude. They're getting money from the government, though. The government takes my money. So it's a little bit different. That my tax dollars are actually paying all of the tax I pay on everyone here paying their subscription. That's paying for Somali daycares. How many months for you in 2025 were you not profitable? And how do you handle that psychologically? Psychologically, I handle it fine because I have other ways of making money, clearly, right? So it doesn't hurt my family. It doesn't hurt me. But I had, before the 8 payouts that I just took, it was 2 months with no payout. But the months before that was 4 or 5 payouts in a row. So the payouts come in waves. We always talk about that. Once you understand this business and you talk to more experienced traders like us more, you'll buy in on that idea that like, it's not like every month you're going to get paid the same amount of money. Randy's making it rain right now. It wasn't like that for him 6 months ago, right? You're like figuring it out, maybe in a drawdown, like, but then he'll run this wave will end. He'll run another wave. Then the next wave will start. And hopefully the waves get closer and closer together. That's what it's been for me. Okay, back to VWAP now. They pulled the orders off of 27. US S&P manufacturing was the only thing on the news this morning. Like there's literally nothing. It's just dry. So that feeds the idea like if these VWAPs hold, I would expect us to drift higher, like you said, bro.
It was like into the overnight, same idea. That never really came back and touched that. It touched the overnight VWAP once and then kind of just drifted higher all night.
Yeah.
Found a little bit of resistance at certain levels, but once it broke through the resistance, it just kept drifting higher.
Bookmap tutorials. I have a Bookmap playlist here. I'll share that link for you, Manroop. That's where you want to go. Yeah, so I liked the longs at 20 paid. Now buying 26, 24, 25 area would make sense if this is a continued long day. You know what I mean? What's the top side, Randy? Like, would you see us? Someone said start of week VWAP or start of something VWAP is up here. I mean, there's always going to be something above you. Would we take this, you think, 26, 27 back up into 40, try to get it all the way up to 40?
Yeah, and then I would look to high side. I would look at like 47, which is that all-time high VWAP. We've been trading under that thing since we set in that last all-time high.
5 minutes left in this 15-minute bar. Now that we've touched the VWAP, I'd like to see it turn here. They got the orders back on 27, but there's also some coming on at 15. So I don't want to get long here and get smoked down to 15. What are you seeing?
I'm looking at the same thing. The CVD got cut right back in half of where we were, so it is it could be a little choppy here now.
So then even now, everybody back to entry basically on the longs. This is why we tell you to get out at opening range high. It didn't go much higher.
And New York VWAP is lining up with previous day's point of control now. So I could see if the New York VWAP does get taken, you could see a short move down, and then we'll see what happens. But I don't know. I'm chilling. I'm gonna give this.
Yeah, you had a great win, bro. Get out of here. I don't know why you're still here.
I love you. That's why, bro. Come on.
Dude, we love you too, buddy.
Yet.
Yeah, see, I'm holding off on these longs, everybody. I like to see it turn. No turn yet. That's a turn is defined as like a 1 minute candle close. Randy, have you seen my reels on Twitter, bro? On Twitter, my short form is going crazy. I'm getting crazy views, crazy retweets on all of them. One of them yesterday, 84 likes, 8.5K views. Another one, 36 likes, 2.5K views. My numbers are booming, bro.
Damn.
Booming. And then there was another one, 61 likes, 3.8K. And then there was one that was even bigger, 26 likes, 2K. Yeah, this one, 696 likes and 20,000 views on Twitter.
Wow.
All from the video of me saying, close your trades in profit. Don't let trades turn against you.
So simple, right?
So simple.
I love it now. As someone said it on Twitter about the new, it's not about the ICT debate anymore. Now it's the debate about negative R trading.
Literally.
And it's like the negative R traders come out with their payouts and just like, I just got paid today. Like, I think it's Ike has the best ones. He's like, oh, yeah, I just called my bank and they said I could spend negative R money the same as I could spend real money. Like, they welcome it.
Are session value areas on TradingView as reliable as on the trading softwares? Felix wants to know.
I don't have it on any trading software, Felix. I only mark it out on TradingView, and that's it. I do all my analysis on TradingView, and that's it. And then Bookmap is the other software that I use, and I don't mark anything out on Bookmap.
Yeah. Let's check the YouTube chat. Haven't checked the YouTube chat. Randy, have you heard issues going live with prop firms? Oh, here comes sucking lower because you're in British Columbia. I think TradeAvate has issues with Canadian residents. Well, good thing Randy's not worried about going live, right? Randy's for payouts on SIM accounts right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm actually having this conversation with a few different people in British Columbia. You can actually only get TradeAvate in Ontario, I believe, one of the provinces. So Rebecca actually just got an account with Iron Beam.
Do you want me to start talking about how dumb that shit is, bro?
So dumb. It's so dumb.
Oh, that package I sent you should be there today. Evan, are you here in the chat, bro? Did the package show up that I sent you? Randy, your $200 package is coming today. I can't. My family can't eat because I had to send you that package.
Fuck off. Don't worry, I'll make it up to you.
We got Nikki is looking for a Bookmap link in the chat or Discord. So it's link in my bio. Go to my Twitter, go to my Instagram. There's a discount link. Randy, you should put my Bookmap link if you don't have it.
Yeah, I will.
You know what I mean? Just so you can help everybody.
Yeah, I will. I'll update my link tree so it has some more stuff in it that I don't have access to that people are always asking about.
Michael Schwartz got his short. He got short at 25.
Data boy, Mikey.
Job, Mike. That's that experience right there, dude. Staying in, waiting for his idea, and then bang.
He told me he liked the shorts.
Dude, I would love to have just thrown a long in here for a bounce, but everybody, this is a great example of why we wait for the turn. The turn is at least 1 minute candle. You can wait 1 minute to bounce off the VWAP before you call it a VWAP bounce. It is not a VWAP bounce if it doesn't stop at the fucking VWAP. It just is a VWAP smoke show. It is a VWAP blonde with double D smoke show, wet t-shirt contest. You know what I'm saying? Not good to be long there. Okay.
So what I don't like today is YM is back above its New York, and NQ just made a new low of session.
Yeah.
Very, very indecisive markets. Like nothing is like trending or lining up. And that's why I think ES is sitting where it's sitting right now and hasn't made that new low, which it looks like it's going to, is because YM is above its New York.
Look at this.
Like
Coach
very
Fred, ETF, I think he's Elite Trader Funded, send me an email telling me I'm going live before my first payout. That's crazy, bro. Fuck that. Go to Top One Futures. Use my discount code. They will not do that to you. I have the pre-live account. You can take daily payouts on it. And that comes after I've taken 30K in sim payouts. So don't trade with firms like that. That's fucking terrible, bro. Terrible.
They just taking your money.
Mike's already out of the trade. Good job, Mike.
Yeah, man, Roop, if you're not going live, don't worry about it. Like I trade all the props. You don't have to
Right.
worry about anything until you go live. And when you do go live,
Go to pre-live. You're not even real live.
well, there's going to be options around it because I just found out today Rebecca got an account with Iron Beam, and Iron Beam is the sister company of Ninja Trader. So if you can't trade on Tradeovate live here, we'll be able to trade live on Ninja Trader through Iron Beam.
This thing is ripping to the downside here, bro.
Look at NQ. NQ just fucking tanked.
Good job getting along out of it. I'm still flat. I still got nothing.
I'm done for the day now.
Opening range low broken now. I'm not paying Mike shit, dude. Mike's making enough money. Mike's about to take like 3 or 5 payouts on 150K accounts. Mike's doing fine, everybody. Lance, stop bullying me to pay Mike. He's going to make enough money, all right? Everyone in the Black Shirt Club is eating, I promise.
I'm not allowed to take any more payouts until Mike does. I'll never hear the end of it.
Randy, I wanted to show you this. Check this out, bro. I showed this earlier. Look at this contact picture for Evan. Everybody, look at that. Isn't that funny?
Oh, man.
That's from Dallas. I think you were outside with him when he took that.
Oh
picture.
yeah, that was at Billy Bob's.
Yeah.
When I was like all weekend, Ev, do you want to go for a smoke? He's like, no. Then at Billy, he's like, fucking, let's go for that smoke.
Fuck, dude. Okay. Now, thoughts. Netflix down, Nvidia still up. Range? Are we slicing lower, Randy? Are we going to go to 6,900 and close the gap from last night? Or are we finding a range here?
Well, it's funny because on Friday on that sell-off, we closed the gap from 2 weeks ago. The gap when we had the rollover into the new contract and we had that gap up, that gap filled on ES. That's why I got in the long gift in the Asian session last night.
Happy
Yeah, I did not see 6,900 again, but
no, that wasn't in my bingo card today. Definitely not. That would surprise me. Yeah.
Damn.
Nothing coming through on the news either. So chat looks like they are flat or green, which is good. Can we do a P&L check, everybody? Let's do our first P&L check of the day. Haven't done that in a minute.
Oh shit! I don't even have my phone on me.
Yeah,
Hillary got an espresso machine for Christmas.
Nice.
She's like, and I didn't think she'd be into it, dude. She's loving it. Like,
nice.
Making espressos now, and she's like,
nice, dude.
It's dope. Gonna have to bring it to when we go on the ski trip.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Fuck yeah.
I'll get her to make espressos for us.
Look at the Mag 7 today, Randy. I got it up on screen.
Nice work, chat. Chat looks good.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the chat up now. Let me see.
Oh,
look at this green here, everybody. Sean, 1,200 through all 3 accounts from last night. 211, 650, nice. Pascal, 200 here. 440, 850, 375. Made 12 cents too much. That's okay. 380, flat, 500, flat, 100, 155, flat, 350 per account. Green, flat. Look at this, everybody. If you're green, please keep it green. If you're flat, really challenge yourself to start the new year by not giving into the compulsion to day trade. If you don't find your setup, just don't click the button. Gerard, would you trade? Send the markups, buddy. Jonathan, good trade on 600. Sean, yeah, 1,200, good. I think that's a great comment that I just made. Probably the smartest thing I said all stream. If you are flat, challenge yourself now, today, to not give in to the wanting to trade. Wait for your setup. Take it. Make sure it's your setup, a VWAP bounce, a VWAP break, whatever. Don't start the year chasing something, right? So challenge yourself. You see the chat's green. Great. Why are they green? If you're not, like me, I'm flat. What did we miss? We went over that long that Randy and everybody took. Okay, great. Now we wait. Either you go take a break, maybe because now, look, you've been sitting at the desk for at least an hour here with us trading. Some of you are really new. And an hour of trading, you think a lot of things. You need to decompress for a minute if you want to make good decisions going forward. If you keep trying to squeeze the lemon, there's nothing left to squeeze. It's going to taste like shit. Nothing's coming out. Jermaine, 900, 505. First day of the new year, I'm locked out. Good job, Abby. Amari, good job. Very nice. Gerard, you don't want to talk about it, bro? Why? You took the trades. Send us the markups. Nobody did it for you, bro. Come on. The only way we get better is if we face ourselves at the bottom and we look for growth step by step by step. There is no way out, bro. There's no jumping out. Let me tell you a story. I know someone in my family who is not in a good financial position, and he or she thinks that they're going to get out of it in one foul swoop, 6 figures or more of debt, one foul swoop. It's not how it works. It's not how you make change. It's not how you dig out of a hole. You make change one $10,000 payment at a time, one $1,000 payment at a time. You look at the day like today, Gerard, you ignore it, you say, I don't want to talk about it. It's going to happen again. You face it, you make one step forward and try not to repeat one of the mistakes you made today, tomorrow. That's actually how you grow. But if you don't mark it up, if you don't want to talk about it, there's nothing to even make growth on. Just ignore it. Stick your head in the hole. Michael says, so VWAP alignment for shorts would be New York VWAP, overnight VWAP, previous day. I'm not too picky, brother, on if it's like previous day and then overnight. But if you think about it, what's the oldest one? The oldest one should be on top if we're short. So previous day, it's the oldest one. That goes on top. Then overnight VWAP, then New York VWAP. That would be the alignment to the downside. In a situation like today, it's going to take a little longer to get that dotted line underneath there. But it will. If this keeps coming lower, it will. And then you'll have that confirmation where you would think you want to trade shorts then on retests. Chasing short now is going to be really tricky. I would be careful. And when it slides like this, it can go very fast. So it can feel very tempting for you to just chase it, everybody. Again, you can gamble. Send me the money. I'm actually good at gambling. I will take care of it for you. Or you can just wait for a setup. This is where, like, in expansion like this, people think they have a setup. I've never met really good traders that have setups to take advantage. The people are already positioned in this and they're trailing stops. I don't know anyone that's adding to a position or starting a position down here. You get what I'm saying? Yep, gap filled, 6,900, swallowed.
Jeez.
Yep.
NQ sitting all the way back on its all-time high VWAP now. So let's see what if it cuts right through that. And it's not too far off its session lows and then even Friday's lows.
Dump. Big dump.
For ES's Friday lows is 68.90.
Silver coming back, Bitcoin coming back, VIX up 2.5% now. Do you like anchored VWAPs from higher time frame swing points? I don't, because then you get too many VWAPs, you get too crazy. But Connor said gamma flip negative for the sell-off. How do you trail stop if you're short here? You'd have to, it depends. Like Michael was short up here in New York VWAP, so he would be, trailing stop aggressively. Now this has made such a massive move. So you would be hopefully taking profits on this. You would not be trying to milk this thing much lower. It's a great move if you caught some. Do we know what caused this dump? No, I have nothing coming through on the news. Selling.
Nothing.
Selling is the answer. Sellers taking control. Knowing what caused a market move is almost impossible. That would be almost egotistical to think we know exactly what caused the market to move because there's so many variables at play at all times. What caused it to happen actually is more sellers than buyers. That's actually all that matters. And we can read that by seeing when VWAPs are taken. We knew sellers were stepping in right here. They started stepping in right here. But once we closed at 17, underneath that price of 69.20 that I told you, longs are dead. We only wanted longs above 69.20. Anything down here, we did not want longs. For good reason. There was air. And when there's air, it just sucks through. Those sellers don't even need a lot of pressure and it can tank. It's a good move. It's a hell of a move. What is that moving ticker called? The one behind you. It's called Glance. Glance is the company that makes it. Yeah, Michael Schwartz actually knows, everybody. Go shake him down in the chat. He'll tell you exactly why the market moves. He is Jewish, so he definitely knows. It's his uncle. His uncle is why. Tell him, Michael. Tell him who your uncle is. Robert Rothschild. He moves the market, right? Yeah, you're welcome, Ashley.
Oh, man.
Reading Brian's book now. Took that long on MQ. The beginning reference in the VWAP bench. Nice, Andrew. Baby Andrew. Very nice. Brian will be a guest speaker. It's crazy. I got Brian out of the house for this, especially in a month like, where he could be doing anything he wants in May. It's beautiful. So Brian, if you're in Tampa or you can get to Tampa, you come meet Brian, get an autograph. What's the difference between pre-live and live? No, it's not a stupid question at all. Basically, the pre-live account with Top One Futures is exactly like a live account. I have no consistency score. I can take daily payouts. I have a shit ton of drawdown to trade with every day. The only thing is it's still sim account. It's not actual live market. It mimics the live market conditions and it mimics a live account, but it caps the risk on the firm side. They were giving people live accounts and people were just torching live capital. So this protects the firm. And if you do well here, then they send you with a live account. And I'm sure it's smaller. Yeah, good job, Unc. Randy, you're silent. What are you doing? Are you trading?
I'm just looking at tempting like a long down here, actually.
Yeah, go. Why don't you just go have breakfast? Go make your son breakfast before you wake up.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Go make some pancakes with smiley faces.
Hillary took all of Miles' stuffies and like put them on the couch with like Mexican balloons and all this stuff. So he's gonna come out and they're like wearing little party hats, like a whole gang of them. So they're gonna come out. He's gonna come out and see them all chilling there. Like it's gonna be pretty cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, I really don't have any other news coming through here, everybody. At this point now, I'd like it to retest opening range low, see if it'll pull that New York VWAP down, see if it'll pull these down. That's where we could look for a potential short, back off that 6,900, 6,910 area, somewhere up there. See if this thing wants to have more legs to the downside. There's orders at 6,880, but like, look, nothing above, man. They really pulled everything off above. It's going to need some legs to get back up there. I'm sure that Twitter's freaking out with the market selling off.
Yeah, nothing on the juice.
Yeah, I think the best thing from today, everybody, is the longs were great. But if you did not close the longs at opening range high, you gave it all back. So I would say that's the lesson. Everybody made money here, mid-range today, buying it at the New York VWAP break, 69.20, 22, 23. Exit on a mid-range trade, the way we teach it, is at opening range high. So you should have been out at 32, 33. And the stop goes at 12, 11, 69, 11. That was the trade. Long here to here, done, see you later. Some of the guys that are trading a little bit differently, I think, caught some of the short. But for us as VWAP looking for full alignment, this was our money. It was 3 or 4 minutes today. That's it. Everybody did a great job to catch some of that. Now, don't go giving it back trying to buy the bottom down here after a massive sell-off on a Friday that feels like a Monday.
And that was like crazy. Like when the market tipped over and Michael Schwartz took that short, you can see like Austin and I didn't even have shorts on our radar. No. So we didn't even be like, oh, we should look at shorting it here or doing this here, blah, blah, blah. When it was like Michael Schwartz was looking at shorts prior to that and saw the short entry and took it. So you just got to be patient. You got to know, like, trade what you're seeing. Don't fucking, you know what I mean? Like, watch obviously what we're doing, but trade what you see. And then you're going to build that confidence and conviction. I think Cameron was asking this question.
It is in futures 2.0. Yep. Break even today, got screwed by trailing draw. Get away from trailing drawdown, everybody. Why would you trade with a prop firm that has trailing drawdown? Top One Futures has 10 instant funded accounts with end of day drawdown. Like, I don't understand why anyone would trade with Apex. It makes no sense. Look at this. Again, 10 accounts now. 10. Yes, Apex is probably like, what, 30? But like, for the pros of no challenge, end of day drawdown, this is way better. And look at the price. It's not even much more money after the activation fee with Apex. So I don't understand why anyone would not be trading with Top One Futures Ignites instead of Apex accounts. Apex versus top one futures. Apex has end of day or intraday. Top one futures has end of day drawdown. Like that alone makes such a big difference. It's so hard to get payouts on intraday trailing drawdown. Look at the chat. Apex is trash. Apex is trash. Apex is trash. I'm done with evals. Yeah. Yeah. So someone said, Muhammad said, trailing is very predatory. It's not predatory. Cigarettes are predatory then. It's a business decision. You have to be the fucking smart one to not buy it. It's like an animal walks into a trap and goes, no, you can't set that. It's predatory. No, bro, he can set whatever he wants. You just got to be a fucking half-assed smart ass to not walk into it. You know what I'm saying? Don't walk into the trap. If you know you're going to cheat on your girl, don't walk into the strip club. You get what I'm saying? How many analogies do I need here? It's not predatory. Strip clubs are not predatory. They're great. Only if you can control yourself, right? So it's the same thing. Tried got long at 23, double. Too complicated.
Too complicated.
Joseph, good luck to you, brother. Too complicated. Just trade VWAP. We made it way easier than that today. Yeah. Don't buy it down here, Randy. I think it might go lower. 68.80.
I'm not buying it.
Yeah. I'm just looking through
See those orders come on below, right?
Mm-hmm. At 80?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Lance, New Year's duck race. We're going to do, I got a plan for the giveaways, buddy. We're going to switch it up, get away from Friday giveaways. I'm going to do more. So we'll be doing more giveaways in the new year on ASFX TV. If you're watching right now on YouTube or on X, you can click the link in my bio. It's free to join us for the entire month to start the year the right way. Come in, sign up, watch Futures 101, watch Futures 2.0. You'll learn how we trade with VWAP, and then you show up and trade with us every day, and you'll make some money along the way. Lance, you're so funny, dude. Yeah, if you're on YouTube right now, the chat that I'm referring to is the ASFX TV chat, the one that I showed the P&Ls. Erkan, let's take a look at that trade, buddy. A little tilt in the chat, he said. I'll take this back, Randy. Randy, you gonna leave now? Like,
yeah, I'm gonna get out of here.
Okay, bye.
There's no point. Love you guys.
Enjoy
I'll see you guys on Monday. Enjoy the weekend.
Yes, good trading, buddy.
Great start to the year. So we'll chat later.
See you, homie. So Erkan was pre-market short here. Didn't get out of it. Tilt entry, got short again, got stopped, and then bought it here and got smoked. Yeah, it's very quickly it can unravel itself, Erkan. So what caused the tilt? It's not managing this trade correctly. I can give you a really good rule to follow, bro. Especially because you're on the West Coast and I know you trade crazy hours. Trade the pre-market like a separate session. You should have been out of this trade anywhere in profit before 9:30, before market open. There's no excuse to try to hold this into market open because that's then what causes the second trade. You getting stopped on it, break even, and then getting the second trade. That's not right. So I would just be like, okay, here's my first trade. I took a little bit of money here, and then second trade, whatever the second good decision would have been. You know, it wouldn't have been these two. That would be my advice. If you were back in the black shirt club like the good old days, Erkan, that's what I would have told you. All right, here comes our pullback now. Got VWAP alignment coming in for shorts. Yep, exactly, Michael. So I'm looking at a retest here of 69.11, 69.15, something like that. Yeah. Erkan, you're a good trader, bro. So don't let today shake you. Go get a good workout in, get a little sweat in, go spit some game to some hot girls. Just get it, get your mind off it. Come back on Monday, you'll be fine. I ain't never worried about you. I told you when you joined the Black Shirt Club last year, I was like, you'll be fine, dude. You just got to get you on the right path, which you definitely are on. But we're still going to have days, bro. Yeah, more comments on YouTube about top one futures and Apex. I just don't understand why you would compare them. I don't think there is a comparison between some of these firms that have intraday trailing drawdown versus end of day. It makes no sense to trade intraday trailing drawdown and then have a challenge and an activation fee. When Top One Futures has instant funded accounts, you can copy trade up to 10 of them now, which means no challenge, no activation fee. And all you have to do is play within a consistency score with end of day drawdown instead of intraday drawdown. That's inevitably going to come and bite you in the ass. And if you use my discount code, these accounts are stupid cheap. I took 8 payouts in 8 weeks. 4 of them were from those Ignite accounts. I'd recommend you try them. Get away from Apex. We had guys take $40,000 payouts from Apex. 3 people on my podcast in the Black Shirt Club. I interviewed them for the podcast after this happened. 3 of them, big payouts and then banned from Apex. So it's inevitably going to happen to you. Or you trade with Top One or a good firm that then moves you to pre-live like they did for me. After you take, I took like 27,000 in payouts and then they moved me to pre-live. I'm new here from England. Can I use the VWAP starting on Bitcoin? Yeah, absolutely. The VWAP strategy taught in Futures 101 and 2.0 is all you really need to focus on. It can be applied to any asset. And if you come to the boot camp, Brian's going to talk about how he's traded it across multiple assets. These are the courses, everybody. Futures 101 is free. Futures 2.0 is what Evan dropped this year with a new update. That's really where we go into detail about the strategy, is these 2 courses. Zach's course is the advanced, like next level to taking the knowledge just deeper. But this is all included when you sign up for the free month. There's no gimmicks, no bullshit. Sign up for a free month. You can watch all the courses in a month. I don't care. I'm confident you'll stay. Austin, since you're in the pre-live, can you buy sim accounts? Luigi, I cannot. I am doing some video content for them. So they gave me some sim accounts, but I can't trade them. I can film videos with them, but I'm not allowed to trade them. I just started 2.0 yesterday. Nice, Lewis. Yeah, take the weekend. That's what we want you guys doing. Brian, how long can you go end of day drawdown? How long can you go for end of day drawdown? Can you be down 5K and 50K account at noon and still be in your position? If you haven't hit max daily loss, depends on the account size. Yeah. I don't think you could do 5K in a 50 unless you had a buffer in that size account. You'd have to be in profit already. I'm about to buy Ignite instant funding. Can you give me a quick rundown? Yes, I definitely can. Hold on. Hey, Adam. What's up, buddy? Austin, you're going to wait for turn off of VWAP? Yep. Not entering here. So a quick rundown. And I got videos on my YouTube channel about it. So does Evan. But if you go to top1futures.com, the Ignite accounts, go to the FAQ. You can read anything you want. Basically, you need to just pay attention to the consistency score, which is 15%. So that means you take the total profit of when you can take the payout, multiply that by 0.15. So on a 50K Ignite, you can take the payout at 2,500. So you multiply 2,500 times 0.15. That gives you 375. That's the most amount of money you should make in a day. Your downside, I mean, you should lose nothing, ideally, but downside is not impacted by the consistency score. So the only thing you have to worry about is copy trading and not hitting too much as far as a win. And you can do that in the Project X software here by coming in the back end and then putting in a personal daily profit target and a personal daily loss. And then you can put those numbers in, and then you'll never run into an issue with the consistency score. It's very simple. It's meant to be simple so they can try to find good traders and get them to pre-live and then live. Yeah, I do like this slowing here. It's not all the way back to VWAP yet. Probably needs a nice stop for me because I would want to give this space to come back to the VWAPs. That's why I'm not in it yet. Like we could definitely argue about taking a position here. The problem is if it pulls back to these VWAPs, I want to be in here. I don't want to be in down here. I want this. That's where I get my better trades. Like that would make me, I'd be comfortable with that. That's a handoff right there from the last touch of the New York VWAP. Starting to come back under that handoff. There are orders down here at 68.80. That's what I'm looking at most. Is there any way when using your indicator to put the price on the chart? I'm sure there is, Todd. Like if you go into the settings and put on indicator values, I think you can. New Tradeovate. Do you set your stop loss and take power? So Jeff, I have a tutorial on my YouTube channel, buddy. I'm going to send you there because I'm not logged into Tradeovate right now. So let me just send you guys here. I got a ton of shit coming on here. So I would recommend you subscribe. I got a bunch of videos that are important that are coming. I got a big podcast with a 7-figure trader coming this weekend. This one's the tutorial. It's 6 minutes long. I'll send this to you, Todd. Yeah, pre-live is basically just more profit and no consistency score. I took a $300 payout the other day because there's no consistency score. Anything you do in profit, you just take it out. But I'm going to probably just start next Friday paying myself weekly. That's my game plan. Can you explain a handoff? A handoff is a VWAP that we anchor to the last touch of a key VWAP. So the last time a candle touched the blue line, which is the New York VWAP, I anchor the yellow VWAP too. And that could end up being another level of support or resistance in a trend. Now look at the orders that just came on down below at 85. That may be where we want to go. I'm going to wait for a deeper pullback. I don't trade too often off of handoffs. Yes, and then go over the other accounts at top one. Yep. So the other ones that I took my payouts on were these. I took 4 of the 8 payouts on the Ignites and then another 4 on the Instant Sims. The Instant Sims have a larger payout cap and you can have a 20% consistency score instead of 15. So it's a little bit wider. And then you can copy trade less accounts. So that's the only difference. 5 accounts if it's a 25 or a 50, and only 3 accounts for the 100 and the 150. End of day drawdown, a little bit bigger on the drawdown rules here, right? Just a little bit different, but not much. And then mainly consistency score and amount that you can copy trade. So what's the difference? If you're trying to save money, Ignites. You can copy trade as many as you can afford, run up your payouts and get good payouts. The difference is here, you're like 4 or 5xing your money. If you buy an account for $200 and take out $1,000, it's a 5x. Here, you'll make more money. It's a more expensive challenge, but the payout cap is bigger. So I took a $3,500 payout on an account that cost me $450 when it was a little cheaper last week. Buy the account for $450, take out $3,500. It's a much bigger flip than buy the account for $200, take out $1,000. So if you're already taking payouts, definitely do the instant sims. As far as rules go, they're all the same. There's no challenge, no activation fee, nothing like that. But then I would go to the Ignites if I was trying to save money or if I wanted to do more copy trading. Does that answer the question? Only if you're pre-live, man, Roop. You have to be pre-live. So you have to already take at least 2 or 3 payouts and get called up to pre-live. And then, yes, then you get the daily payouts. Man, Roop, you got to go to my YouTube channel and watch all my videos, brother. How can I read about the MNH for that? Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. No, Ignite, you still need. Yep, Mike answered it. So, like, if I show you this, this one, there's my total payouts from top one futures. But if you look at this, you can see here's the last 8 payouts that I took minus the 350. So you don't see that $350, but like you can see 3,500, 2,500, 2,500, 2,500. Those are instant funded accounts, traditional. These ones here, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, those are the Ignite accounts. But if you take multiple payouts from the same account, they'll consider moving you to the pre-live. Now, see, this is why I didn't get in short down here. Now we're coming back to the VWAP as I like. And it's also 3 minutes until the next 15-minute bar is set, which is good. Pretty interesting price action. Let's give it a minute. See if it wants to turn. Yep, you got it, Dwayne. Any other questions, guys, about top one futures, anything like that? I'm happy to answer, always. Cameron, you started the 15-minute candle. Nice. Khalid, what do you got for us? Look at Khalid. Khalid in the Black Shirt Club, always doing work. Khalid, make sure you put your Twitter account in the description for everybody in the chat so they can follow you. Look at this guy, bottoming out. Look at you, buddy. Very nice, Khalid. Setting a buy limit on those wicks, 50% retracement. Khalid, looks good, bro. Very good. Starting to get a little push down here, maybe. 2 minutes until this 15-minute bar starts. Yeah, this might be a good price for a retest. I got to leave stream here in a few minutes, so I'm probably going to leave you guys with this trade. So I got to stop now at 35. I'm probably not going to stay in it if it breaks that high, but I do want to stop at the appropriate price at 35. This is going to be a traditional New York VWAP retest. We have all 3 VWAPs right here. Sellers showing their hand today. So let's see if we can go trade back into the structure to the left. That's as simple as this trade is. It's a trending move, pullback, stopping at 3 key levels. Let's get something back down. Combine that with the orders on Bookmap down here. I do like that. 85, that would be right back to the low. 85 is down here at the low. I'm going to stay for a few more minutes with you guys. We'll see if we can. Make this thing dance. Let's see. If buyers step in aggressively, we may have to react differently, but I really don't want to put a stop loss too close on this one because on these retests, you don't know if this has to go like this. This is the lower high, and then it comes down. And I don't want to be out of it for there. That's why the stop has to go up 69.35. I really would not want to be out of this until it breaks opening range high. I would give it the space to play around and then dump. I don't expect it to just go like this. That'd be great, but I wouldn't expect that. Since Top One went to TradeAvate, are you making trades on or making trades on TradingView? I did all the trading on TradingView. I thought they would give me this pre-live account on TradeAvate, but they haven't made that migration yet. But they said I will be migrated to TradeAvate with this account with whatever balance I have and shit once we get there. So, yep, you'll see that transition, Jeff. If you watch that video I just sent, I talked about that in the video. I got more. I'm back on my YouTube grind, everybody. I'm going to try to get back to daily videos. It's just, if I'm being honest, things are going very well for me. I really like hanging out with my family. Like, I just don't like making videos that much, but I know they're super helpful. So it's like, I want to provide for the community and I want to do my job, but I also want to live my life and hang out with my kid. You know, my wife's pregnant again. So like helping her in first trimester, I want to help her and try to make my life peaceful, or do I want to come sit in here and talk to myself to a camera and make a YouTube video? Y'all know what I'm saying, right? Are you trading your daily payout account today? Yep, I'm always trading that. That's all I'm trading right now, Lance. I do have a TPT account that I'm going to get logged in. So that'll be like my SIM account will be with Take Profit Trader. And then I'll have my pre-live with Top One Futures. That's what I'm doing. But I'm going to remind you guys a million times, the copy trading 10 accounts is a great opportunity for those of you that have taken payouts. So use my code. It's at the bottom of the screen, top1futures.com. Take advantage. I know they are not doing another big sale like this for a while. So take advantage. And if you haven't seen, I'll just show you, look, 7 payouts in 5 weeks, had Randy on the podcast. Then I talked about the big day that we had, beautiful VWAP trading day here that led to another good payout. This one just went up. I got the 11-hour video of the boot camp going up, and then Ace comes on the podcast next Saturday. So make sure you're subscribed on my YouTube channel, Austin Silver FX. Just search me on YouTube. You'll find me. It's very easy. I'm the red logo with the triangle. Find me, subscribe. I got a lot coming. I'm going to do my best. Maybe I'll do every other day videos, and that'll be a little bit less of a standard for me to hold myself to. It'll be a little easier. Luigi, cheers, buddy. Thank you. Top One versus Tradeify. Oh, Top One every time, bro. Not even a question. Tradeify partnered with that scammer Lambo boy. It's not even a question, bro. How could you trust them? Are there other options coming for Top One rather than TradeAvate Ninja Trader? I'm not going to speak on that yet because I don't work for Top One, but I know that that was a discussion that I pushed for many, many times. So trying to get them to do that. Absolutely. What's your recommended amount to trade a cash account? A-Rod, I would just start with $5,000, bro. Keep it small. Put $5,000, 10 grand in there. You could do damage with that. You could even, I had someone make the argument on the podcast last week. You'll hear this episode in a couple of days. Fucking $3,000. Treat it like a 50K account, 3K of drawdown. Put your own $3,000 in there and then take money out every day you make money. Daily payouts. Risk $200, $300 a trade. Give yourself some buffer and then rock it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need a ton. Like on this pre-live account, they capped my contracts at 10. I'm at full size right now. I can trade 1 mini or 10 micros. That's it. That's all I need. Like, I don't want to have more contracts because I'll blow myself out. So Ace Rabanes. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I think that's his last name. Ace of Trades, how I talk to him. He's funny. That was you? Yeah, Michael. See, I knew I had that conversation. We were just talking about that. Yeah, so I took this week off the podcast because that food poisoning thing last week set me back, everybody. And that just, you know, I'm not trying to stress about the podcast. That is not the way I want to start the year. So we're just no podcast this Saturday. Go watch Randy's episode if you missed that one. And then I'll put that in the chat here. It's actually doing good. 2,300 views is good. Watch that. Check that out. So I got Ace coming next weekend. Then I got a home team with Randy and Evan and James. That one's fucking funny. And then I got the Brian Shannon episode. So I got 3 good ones to start the year. Anybody in this short with me? Dude's a menace. Yeah, it seems like he is. I'd like to see how much more we can get in this in the next 10 minutes. I think we could flush for 10 minutes and then be done trading at 11 o'clock. It's already moving really nice. I'm buying half back there. I know I said it, I think it can go lower, but I'm going to take profit as it moves. I take my wins, boys. I'll buy more there too. So I caught 10 points, 69.10 down to 6,900. I got 2 contracts left, up 394 on the day. More? Should we buy back another one? Come on, come a little lower. Right back to this 6,900 level is just gonna. I got 1 left now. Come on, we love that, boys. Patient all morning, hanging out, easy, easy, easy. Wait for the retest, play the VWAP retest, and now we get paid. 68.97 now. What did we say? 80 was the target down below. Yeah, yeah. Flush it. Flush it. Close the short of my funded 312. Good job. Good job. Here we go. 95 fills. All right. I'm taking that. 515 on that. We could take a daily payout. Should I take out $400 today? Then I'd be $600 on the week, even though I only traded 2 days. Fuck it. Maybe I will take the payout, and then we'll just start next week with the weekly payouts. That's pretty sick, right? It's like trading your own live account. You come in, you win 1 trade in 10 minutes, and then done. Jesper took the short 600. Beautiful. Beautiful. Out 365, out 90. Good job. Good job. Good job. So it's like, why chase the shorts as it's falling? Just trade the stupid VWAP retest. It's so easy. Good. Put the P&L in the chat, everybody. P&L in the chat. Look at this. Even on YouTube, eval passed on 1 trade on that retest. Yeah, I mean, when you talk about trading and it's like, how hard is trading? It's like, well, how hard is it to read a VWAP? Not hard. How hard is it to not chase the short when it's tanking lower? Way harder, right? But that's why you're here. That's why we win. That's why we do this every day, to show you guys how it's done, to cut the learning curve and make you more money and help you lose less money. So let's go over it. Up 515 in the pre-live account. I'm going to take a $440 payout today. Simple, everybody. 10 contracts short, 69.10, and we're out near 6,900. My lowest price was 96. So we take 14 points on that. The trade is so simple. Trading is simple. You can make $500 a day very easily if you don't get emotional. What do I mean by that? Well, the market sells off really hard for 15 to 20 minutes. Instead of chasing this short, we waited for a beautiful VWAP retest, opening range low, traded right back into the structure to the left. And we get paid with no pain. We don't have to chase that emotional bullshit here. So instead of getting mad at yourself because you chased in short and then you bought in this and that, just wait for the retests, trade the VWAP, and it makes trading very simple. Add the book map in, makes it even easier. We targeted those orders down at 80. That made it super easy. Kai's green. Go get it withdrawn. Yeah, let's take it out. Let's take it out together. Let me log in. We'll take the daily payout together, and then I'll leave. Liam canceled my workout today because his flight got delayed, so I got to work out by myself. Liam's my personal trainer. See, even I need the accountability. I hire coaches. I can't just be held accountable to leave the desk and work out by myself. I would never leave. Okay, so top 1 futures, dashboard, active. Let's pull this up. So this is what it looks like when you want to take a daily payout from the pre-live account. I just took another trade today, up 515. You can see it right there. So then we come into the dashboard. You can see it says TOF, pre-live account, 15K, request a payout. I'm able to withdraw 442. Let's just take out 442, 78, hit the rise, put in my email, and then done. Oh, wait, I got to pull out my authenticator code. How do I do that? Do they email me? I did this before. I don't know how to do this. Now I feel like a boomer. Does anyone know how to do this? Michael just started your kettlebell journey. Nice. Dwayne 2300 today. Nice. How do I do this? Fuck. Authenticator. It's like in my phone though, isn't it? The authenticator app. Yeah. And I did it on my, I did this on my, let's see. If I log in on my phone, I feel like that's what I did before. Like it was something on the phone on like Google Chrome. $1,300 to pay out, Mike. Nice. Yeah, I know what it is, Doug. I just got to find out where mine is. All right, hold on. We'll come back to that in a second. Let's go back to this. Let me see. Because when I go to my Google Authenticator app, it's not showing me the code. Because it was in my like two-factor authorization in here. Hold on. Yeah, because it says my account is protected with two-factor authorization. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm taking this daily payout. Call support. I know. I'll call Clay. I can figure this out. I'm a big boy. Request payout 442.78. If I go like this, confirm. Why is the code just not auto-populating though? All right, I might have to leave you here, boys, and figure it out. And then I'll just post about it in the Discord once I take it. But I don't understand. Like, I definitely did this before. All right. Sorry, Austin. Question. How do you reach pre-live? Alex, you take more than one payout on, like you have to take multiple payouts on the same account. And then I'm at $30,000 in payouts. And then they'll call you up. But I think it's the best pre-live, like, or live program there is. Is anyone still holding this short before we leave? Yeah, so I guess I'm going to have to turn the two-factor off and then on. I think that's going to be my best bet here. Okay, so I turned it off. Now we'll turn it back on. Now I can scan the code because now I have the app. Hold on, I got it. Am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? What do you mean my camera doesn't have the permissions? Dude, I cannot catch a break today. Okay, now the camera has the permissions. Now open the goddamn camera and scan the QR code so I can take the daily payout. Now I have it. Okay, let's try again. Let's do this again. Oh, it's still going lower. 88, 68, 80 filled. 88 eaten up, now down to 80. Is anyone still in this? Got a runner, Tony. Good job. Good job. Okay. I got it. I got it. Everybody calm down. I got it. So again, we're taking another daily payout, everybody. Up $515 today. You come into the back end, request the payout. After the profit split and everything like that, we're going to do 442.78. Hit rise. Now we're going to put in the right email, and we're going to go like this. And now I got my confirmation code. Boom. Boom. Verified successfully. Payout submitted. There it is, everybody. So the benefits of the pre-live account: no consistency score, plenty of drawdown. I wouldn't recommend using it all, but daily payouts. Now, that's 2 daily payouts already for me this week, and it's not even the first full week of the new year. My plan after this, like I said, is next week I'll start taking weekly payouts. But that puts me up like almost $800 in 2 days off a sim account that's now a pre-live account, whatever you want to call it. It's amazing. So shout out to Top One Futures. I fucking love it. I got a discount code from them too. So happy to promote them and get them in front of you guys every single day. Okay, I'm leaving. It's 11 o'clock. I'm done. Daily payout submitted. See you guys on Monday.